Alright. Whoops, hold on. Copy that. Alright. Fair enough. So, how you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Sweet. So, WrestleMania, guys, is upon us. Like, it's one of the biggest, like, days of the year for me. You know? Like, being a wrestling fan, getting all into this, getting all hyped up. Let me actually put the comments on the screen so that way I could just read it. So I figure I'm gonna pull up all of the different matches, and then we could give our predictions, we could discuss them. But Loco, because the last time you said Ricochet and Aleister Black was gonna win, and we both said they didn't, or wasn't, and they didn't, I want to make little notes, so when we do our post video after Mania, we could all come back and say what we thought, our predictions, blah blah blah, and we could laugh at ourselves or just laugh at you.
Okay.
Sounds good?
I'm with it.
Alright, cool. So
accountability.
Accountability, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. Let me go to this one wrestling page I go to and just let them know the pop.
Come on, man. I was wrong. I was wrong, what, twice out of the whole thing?
You was wrong a lot, right?
No, I
wasn't. So look, let's dabble in, talk about some of these little matches first. You know, first of all, let's do y'all want to kick a game off? Start a game off real quick, and then we get into it.
Sure.
All right. So what we're doing is Alcatraz, right? So I didn't play it yet. What is it like? Just a small stage?
Yeah, it's pretty much Alcatraz, like the island, and then there's
Gotcha.
buildings.
Well, I've never been to Alcatraz before, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I still like having the Reaper. Oh man, guys.
I like your monkey suit.
Yeah, right. When did they come out with that?
I guess when the big update came out, when they did the casino thing and all.
Okay.
It's been so long since I played this.
Yeah, me too. This looks kind of cool though, actually. We're gonna win this match. You know why?
Because you're a cowboy?
Cause I'm a cowboy! Oh man! Hold on, see I can't even roll back. I'm gonna have to buy that gaming chair.
You should definitely do it.
I think I am.
I
forgot.
I would get the $200 one because you know it's gonna be more comfortable. You're gonna hate yourself for not getting it.
This guy, man, I feel like you're in my pockets right now.
It's not my money.
Are we actually playing?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm about to say, wait a minute. How's this dude get a gun? I ain't even see a gun yet.
Yeah, no. We're just doing the countdown.
All right, this is gonna be crazy. All right, so.
You land at the top of the water.
Hold on, what the hell?
There's a sniper gun up there.
Oh, this was so weird. It was like eliminate all players, and it looked all strange. All right, going to Alcatraz, baby. All right, guys. So let's start off with this.
We didn't even have it. It just drops you in. Oh shit.
Oh, but look, let's start off discussing. What do you think about the? Huh?
All right, I'm already out.
You got killed already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Come back though.
A bum.
Yeah. I mean, there's just people everywhere.
All right, so listen, we got some business to take care of. Besides hearing you die so fast.
I know. All right, let's get the little matches out of the way. The Ronda Rousey.
Wow, that's dirty. No, I was thinking about the women's battle royal. Like, who you think's gonna win that? Like, I'm trying to think like who Actually, to be honest with you, nobody ever benefits off of these stupid matches. Like, I feel like nobody gets a push. It's kind of like a joke. But who do you think? Like, who do you think would win it? Like, who do you think if they could make like a big deal about? Like, I would have said somebody like what's her name? The girl with the braids, black chick, came from NXT. Amber Moon, yeah, but they don't, like, I haven't even seen her in a while.
Oh, she's hurt.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, so I don't even think she's even going to be on there.
Okay. Because I was going to say, oh, somebody shoot me in my back. Somebody shoot me in my back. You know, Joe, if you was alive...
I would be taking that bullet.
Yep. Hey, Joe, actually, now I think about it...
Oh, look, there's like a thing in here. You could swap weapons, like, on the wall here. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's almost like...
yeah. I just watched you do it in your
the zombie
thing.
mode.
Yeah. So, Joe, you know what you just did? You kept the thing alive where you always die first.
Oh.
So, like, think about it. You guys don't... Oh, you know what? I got it. If Lacey Evans is in that match, then I could see her actually winning.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, what else are they doing with it? Like, everything they're doing is for naught.
Yeah, she got that, Lena... Hold up, what was her name again?
I don't use my thing. Oh, God.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Remember, this, what's her name that was, they wanted to bring back and make something special out of her, and every time she came out and would leave again. Damn, the Australian chick. Remember they was gonna have a new little script for her? Emelina, there you go. I feel like Lacey Evans got that Emelina thing. She come out and then do nothing and then leave, and it's so old to me right now. But I used to like her on NXT. That I'm like, well, once she get going, I know she's going to be doing something good, you know?
What the hell?
See, I told you playing this game, you more focused on this game than our topic at hand. Loco can't even speak because he's trying to win.
I'm just watching a video of Walter right now.
Ah. Oh, damn. Hold up. The thing is coming. The thing is coming. Oh, God.
I believe they're gonna give it to Asuka.
Yeah,
oh, she is in it.
I think it's like a little payback. Like, hey, thanks for dropping this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
she's been doing so much to push everybody else where they're just, they're pretty much trash. So I don't think they're gonna have her lose the Battle Royal.
I almost don't think she was supposed to lose that. I think they just added that. I think that was more like, listen, we need this match to be as big as it could be. And
it was the last one. Last thing.
Yep, like, hey, make it really big by, adding both titles in the mix. Creeping up this one. All right, so I think we all want to set on that. It's probably gonna be Asuka, right? Oh God. Dang. All right, so we're all gonna go for Asuka. So guys, if you're watching, well, you're watching, you can actually if you write your comment down, I'll actually read it off. Also, you could, if you got my number, you could text me, you could call me. If you call me, I'll let your voice be heard. If you got a PS4, you could actually jump on the chat with us. So there's many ways. Go ahead. There's what?
A box with question marks and like smoke. What do I do with that?
Oh, bro, I don't even know.
It's like a box and it has question marks on the top, glowing question marks, and there's like steam coming out of it.
I don't know.
I wonder when they're gonna stop letting us come back to life.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
All right, so what about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Do we just say Braun, or what about on Monday Night
And,
Raw.
he's gonna be. He's got those two SNL guys. Like he's
Right.
like he's not gonna win it because he's gonna be dealing with those guys.
Well, maybe it's Apollo Crews.
They'll probably like cost them the match or something like that.
Well, maybe Apollo Crews because they try to make it look like he was really strong the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, these battle royals, it's just a way to get these guys on TV. Like they don't mean anything.
I agree. But what did you pick? Who did you pick? We think Heath Slater? I'm gonna say, or no, you know what? No, well, Mojo Rawley won one already because I'm about to say they've been having him in the background, looking like they're gonna try to reinvent him or something.
Is what's her face is in it? Zack Ryder and the dude that always loses, or are they like in some type of tag team thing?
I don't know. Damn, I was just gonna save one of y'all, and I ran down on the guy, and then he ran. And y'all got nothing good in your box.
Yeah, no, because I just got put in. You can go save. Look, he's down.
I'd rather not save him.
Wow.
Just kidding. Let me try to figure out where you're at. Oh, it's a bunch of people.
Nah, he
Yeah,
killed
you
him.
need a better gun, dude.
Damn. Yeah, I do. Damn. Alright, I'm coming back. So what? We just keep playing till the circle gets that small, I guess, right?
I'm like out.
Oh, are you? Oh, hold on. I wonder.
Yeah.
I thought I was Jose because he dropped down and I looked like, here I come. Like, wait, I'm not controlling. Oh no, mine said. Oh no, I'm coming.
Get to safety.
I ain't out. Or am I? Yeah, this is me now.
Wow.
Woo! Alright, so I'm going with Apollo Crews.
Yeah, I would just go. I mean, that's probably.
I know, you're like, I don't even know. These bums.
Who's in it anyway? Like, to be honest, I don't know who's in that.
Man, I don't even know if it matters. Like, I don't.
It's like they don't get anything from it. They get that stupid trophy and that's it.
Yeah, and that does nothing at all. Like, for real. Damn, hold up. Are you still in, Jose?
No, that was it for me.
Oh, damn. So the other guy that's on our team is the last person alive.
I said no Phil.
Major
Oh, did you?
detected. Evac to safe zone.
Yeah, no, we're watching like another team. How do I get out of this?
Oh, okay. Oh, hit the touchpad? No, hit start. Yeah, how do we get out of it? Oh, quit game. There you go. You hit start and then quit match. All right, so you got any of you guys want to? I'm just gonna say Apollo for the sake of argument because they was looking like they was trying to push him a little bit. Gave him a little spotlight.
Yeah, I think that's probably. I'm looking up the match card now.
Okay.
See if it says anything.
Well, you just gotta look to see who's in that thing.
Yeah. Confirmed entrance: Strowman, Michael Che, Colin Jow,
Oh, come on.
Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil.
Okay.
Maybe Titus. He might fall again. Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Lucha House Party, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor Connor, Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, Tucker, and EC3. So, yeah, I mean, I would guess so.
Well, I think just the way they made Apollo look, but I feel like they dropped the ball with EC3. He should have just stayed in NXT because he could have got a big push in NXT. I feel like, what's the point of bringing him then? You're doing nothing with him. Yeah. So maybe EC3. Should I change my pick? I'm just gonna go with the typical WWE thing. I'm gonna say Apollo. What about you, Joe?
I'll just go with him because I really could care less about that match.
Gotcha. What about you, Loco?
Braun Strowman.
Ah, here we go. All right. Okay.
It's like it's if you think about it, it's common sense. It's like he's the big guy in the match. Like pretty much, he wrecks everybody. So the people in this match are like nobodies. They're like bottom tier wrestlers at the moment. So he's just gonna plow through them.
Well, he got the issue, like Joe said, with those two dudes.
So like they're probably gonna make him like lose like the match, and then
chase them around the ring, something retarded.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move.
Funny games.
Let's move on then. All right. Let's go to this. Here's the cool thing. What about Randy Orton and AJ Styles? I thought they promo they was cutting was pretty good. Oh damn! I just seen some guy.
That guy.
All right. Oh, you shot him down?
He just caught him with a right hook.
Yeah, it did. I just came out of nowhere and just seen him laying there. Like, okay. Yeah, but
on this little island over here.
I'm still trying to find a weapon. So AJ and Randy Orton. First of all, they cut some pretty good promos. I'll say that. Like the trash talking was really good when AJ was like, "Yeah, when I was in the indie house shows, you was in WWE getting busted." Hold on, I forgot how he worded it, but
he was failing drug tests.
Yeah, failing drug tests. There you go. I mean, I feel like Orton's the guy where he doesn't really have to win anymore, to be honest with you. Just using his name could make a cool little looking feud, but he doesn't have to win. I feel like AJ also, like, does AJ need to win? Like, I don't even know between these two, But then again, AJ obviously is more of a commodity right now than Orton. So I guess if AJ win, maybe it could be like, oh, he's going back to his winning ways.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely am thinking it's going to be AJ.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm saying AJ on this one. Like, what would be the benefit of Orton winning?
Man. Like, I'm kind of just over him, so.
Don't let my wife hear you say that. She still thinks he's super hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, but.
He said, oh, yeah, he is, but. Hey, come on, man. You better shoot me.
Oh, I don't know. I just saw someone running at me.
You knew it was me.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Here, why don't you want to go and just try to kill some people? You and me?
You want?
All right, let's do it.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, first of all, come on. Look, the three of us is all. Wow, this guy, man. Here, we got to get out of here anyway because we got what? The thing is coming. Let's at least get into the spot.
I wish you could have just saw it from my screen.
What'd you do? Slam the door behind me?
Yeah, like you walked out and I was just like, and I just like closed the door.
All right. Well, come on, come over here with us. So we got the three of us.
All right. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
What gun is this? Nothing good.
All right, so we're all gonna say AJ. AJ Styles. All right, so here's the question.
And then Orton got the last upper hand.
Oh, I'm getting shot! I'm getting shot! Oh yeah, guys! Look at this guy! Ah! It's two of them. Don't come save me.
Joe, get it from behind, Joe.
That's what I'm trying. Oh, there's two of them. That guy had zero ammo.
I think I said it was two of them, but But look, we're in 9th place. We came back so many times. I thought the match started over. Let Let me see. Dang, I'm just watching him. He reloaded. He ran at me. And he put me down. So yeah, like you made a good point.
So the Battle Royals are kickoff shows, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Cruiserweight Champion is a kickoff show.
Oh, that's not cool, but whatever. I want to see my boy Tony Nese. But no, one last point I wanted to add, to reiterate, like you said, is the whole curse thing. Like whoever gets the last laugh, and Orton did get the last laugh. Like he, hit him with the KO out the air. So I think that alone would add the extra. Yeah, we think, AJ's gonna win.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
Because like I said, that's usually how it is. Whoever gets
Mm-hmm.
the last laugh gets the win at the pay-per-view.
But the crazy thing is Seth got the last laugh, so we'll have to, we'll have to get to that. But let's save that match for a little bit.
No, he didn't.
Oh yes, he did.
He kicked him, but Brock still like F5'd him. F1, whatever.
F5. No, he didn't. I don't know if you watch Raw or not, but he actually.
Yeah, he did get up, and then he gave him a suplex.
He did his
and
move
all.
on him. Yeah, and then he got out of the ring. Seth wasn't the last one standing.
I thought Seth hit him with his thing, his blackout.
Yeah, he hit him with a curve stop.
Yeah.
Like after, like I think Brock came back, and then Seth.
Yeah, Seth got him.
Came back.
And then this is what happened. Seth hit him in the nuts, and then hit him in the nuts again, and then curb stomped him. And then when he was walking through the back, Charlie was like, "Well, Seth, you can't do that in the match because it's not going to be holds barred." And he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it," or something. So yeah, Seth got the last laugh.
He said he's not champion yet.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, he got the last laugh. But let's come back to that. So let me go down the list. Do you guys want to talk about Roman yet, or let's save that a little bit?
I really have no care to talk about.
You're like, I don't give a. All right, well, let's throw it out there. I feel it's kind of early in the podcast, man.
All right.
I got killed looking down. All right, let's skip over the Roman match. Because what I did is I put all the matches that had no implications at the bottom. Let's go to the Miz and Shane. Now, that's a Fall Count Anywhere match.
Potential collapse detected.
See, like this is the problem with like this WrestleMania. Like I could like almost all the matches I really don't care about. Like I don't know. Like you get excited. I'm excited about WrestleMania,
right?
Just because it's WrestleMania.
Because
I have like it blocked off on my calendar for months. Like from like 5 p.m. to like midnight. Like I'm busy watching this, but half the time I'm just like, okay, another match I just don't care about.
Right.
But sorry to go off on that little bug.
Right there.
Damn. What's that, zombies? Oh.
Are you by the light or something?
I don't know where it was at. I just dropped in and it was the guy. Yeah, I was trying to get him, but so the Shane and the Miz thing, Falls Count Anywhere. So I almost feel like there's no way the Miz is gonna win. The Miz end up beating all of Sanity, and I feel like Shane could just call down whoever he wants. The fact that Sanity already came, I mean, for all I know, that there might be a new faction. Shane might have like Sanity under his under his heels or something, man. But I just can't see the Miz winning. Where Shane is like the new bad guy. I feel like Shane is just gonna make there's no way he's gonna allow himself to lose with all the power he got. What do y'all think?
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
I see it the same way. It's like hard to think that Shane and lose at WrestleMania with it being like unification match, and he could do pretty much anything.
Yeah, but Mrs. Mrs. is coming back. They gotta,
I guess. Ms. and Mrs. come back.
That's a good show.
My wife and I watched, I'm trying to think how many episodes we watched, but one day we was just watching a couple of them. It was pretty funny, and I like the fact that it's only half an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like an easy watch. The hell is that noise?
It's the special zombie that when you kill it, it opens the box that I was telling you about.
Oh, that was like a little kid laughing. Alright, I just got ripped. I jumped back in and got killed that fast. So, are we all in agreement that Shane is gonna win somehow?
I'm gonna go Miz.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Loco?
I mean, you can't let someone call your dad a potato face or potato head.
I'm with y'all. I'm gonna go with the Miz.
Okay. Alright, let me jot it down.
Gotcha.
Because they're making the Miz look pretty strong, beating it. And
Be advised.
Yeah, that was a good look for him.
Relocate to safe zone.
But alright, well then what about my boy Kurt Angle's farewell match?
bitches.
What do y'all think? Kurt Angle farewell match.
He's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
always
think
lose.
isn't that the thing? When you retire, you lose that match?
Because he's won all his matches so far, all his like goodbye matches, he's won them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
but like,
isn't
this
that the
isn't like
thing?
the actual last match.
Yeah.
No, this is
That's
his
what I'm
last
saying.
match.
They let him win
Don't come in that door.
They let him win all these matches till WrestleMania. Then he's gonna lose the main one.
Yeah, but hear me out. Isn't it a thing that whenever you retire, your very last match you lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the thing. Like not Undertaker,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but you also got to think that it's not like it's something special because Raw, what is his name?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
The greatest. Hold up, could you stop real quick? Baron Corbin, the greatest Raw general manager ever. But go ahead.
And New York's favorite son.
Yep. And also, the general manager elect. Come on, man. Why I can't kill nobody? All right,
you
sorry.
got a little like pea shooter, dude.
Oh, I guess you're right. Well, he had one too. Well, go ahead, Jose. So what you was about to say? You was like, you also got to remember something.
Baron Corbin already beat Kurt, so if he beats him at WrestleMania, it's not like a big deal because, you know, it's supposed to be like the person that's retiring is gonna give the newer guy a push.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't think.
Baron
I think
Corbin
you.
already got that push.
Yeah, but I don't think you're realizing like the whole. At the end of the day, like when you retire, like it's just a customary that you lose that match. Like, look, Ric Flair lost to Shawn Michaels, so he got retired. Shawn Michaels lost to the Undertaker, so he got retired. Like that's just kind of like, I don't know if you've been paying attention to that, but that's kind of what. Kind of like the curse. Like we all agree that the curse 90% of the time, if you got the last laugh, you're gonna lose. Well, normally if you retire, you just lose. That just is what it is, or what it's been.
John Cena is gonna bury someone else.
Darn it. But yeah, I mean it. You know, let Baron Corbin get that push. But I mean, it doesn't matter that he Baron Corbin beat him already, but to beat him at Mania would be really cool, you know, for Baron Corbin.
You actually think it's gonna be Corbin? You don't think they're gonna do something else?
I would love it to be John Cena, but no, I think
if it started with John Cena, it needs to end with John Cena.
Yeah, I agree, but here's the thing. WrestleMania is so big, right?
Hold on a second. Did they say what was John Cena's match at WrestleMania?
No, they never. I don't think he doesn't have a match. They never said, and the Undertaker neither.
Because like I said, listen, you guys want to do this whole podcast thing about wrestling? You need to watch Wrestle Talk on YouTube.
But that's just people coming up with rumors.
No, it's not, because I told you they have it's like a wrestling show where they actually, they go with legit sources, not
Okay,
just,
so let me say
making
this to
stuff
you.
up.
Let me say this to you, right? If you were gonna sell a hat, right, and you could have LeBron James wear your hat on your commercial, would you not do that to get a lot of sales, or would you not? Would you just show the hat, or would you not even show the hat? Would you just have it being sold at a store? Advertising purposes, you probably would have LeBron James wearing your hat, so more people will come to your store to buy the hat, right? I just think that makes sense. If you was going to be able to get John Cena to wrestle Kurt Angle for his last match, you would have plastered that over everywhere, because there's going to be some little kids that's going to make their parents watch WrestleMania for John Cena. You wouldn't lose just to shock the world, be like, oh, it's going to be such a shock value that all of a sudden it's John Cena. Like, I wouldn't chance not letting people know that it's John Cena. Now, maybe not even a pre-show. It just don't make sense. At the end of the day, on Raw or SmackDown, it would have made sense to say John Cena is wrestling. That's just the way I look at it. Like, for me, not to be able to advertise John Cena's coming back is a big loss, if you ask me. I feel like
Nobody really cares about John Cena's but like 10-year-olds.
True, and there's a lot of 10-year-olds. Yeah, well, I mean, all I'm saying is, Joe, like Joe said, it started with John Cena.
Movie? Come on.
Yeah, did you see the Bumblebee movie, Jose?
That was a good movie.
I did. It was a good movie. And John Cena's role was good because he was kind of silly, so it worked.
John Cena was not silly in that movie. He was serious the whole time.
Nah, he kind of was like, remember, he was like, don't run. I knew they was going to run. Like, he wasn't super serious.
See, it says, I'm on their page right now, and it says, I haven't watched the video, but it says John Cena's WrestleMania plans revealed.
Yeah, and that means 0. Listen, you know what it also says, Loco?
What's that?
It doesn't matter what it said. You're a Rudy Poo candy. Oh, sorry. I couldn't help myself. No. John Cena ain't wrestling for a damn. Now, listen. What you should do is look up to see if John Cena is, like, filming a movie right now. Because I'm pretty sure if John Cena was going to be there, he would have went against Kurt Angle. Like, nothing else makes sense. Like, trust me, John Cena is not going to be at WrestleMania. And what you're watching is nothing but rumors. Anyway. Alright, well, listen to the guy say, John Cena's not coming back.
Pretty much the only thing I'm excited about, to be honest, is the women's match.
Oh, me too. Yeah, that's the only. Well, no, and I am a fan of Tony Nese, so even though it's on a pre-show, that's the match I want to see the most, which sounds weird because it's the Cruiserweight title, but I think the story is pretty good. So I'm invested in it. The story was good, and the whole turn, and the fact that I actually like him. So, but yeah, and then other than that, the women's match. But hold up, let's finish this whole Kurt Angle thing.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's losing to whoever.
I agree. So Jose, you think Kurt Angle's gonna win?
Like somehow, like it's like Corbin, like I don't know.
Like they try to jump him for some reason.
John Cena gets involved, like somehow he beats Corbin, but then loses the scene. I don't know. Like,
dude, John Cena is not gonna be there. They would have advertised that. The only time they don't advertise a surprise somebody is at the Royal Rumble. Other than that, WWE is gonna definitely make some giant banner. They're gonna spend thousands of dollars to advertise that John Cena would be at WrestleMania. Like, it just. If that was the case last year or whenever year, an Undertaker, remember...
The Undertaker's going to be at WrestleMania. They haven't advertised him.
He's not going to be at Mania. Or maybe he's going to... Well, he ain't going to have a match. Maybe he might...
He's not going to have a match, but he's going to be there.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But listen,
But
either way...
Listen, after WrestleMania and after the Undertaker's done wrestling,
right?
he goes back to his normal look. He goes back to his normal look.
Right.
But now, there's pictures of the Undertaker with his long hair and his dyed hair. His
Dude,
dyed.
Well, because
You can't-
he's gonna be at a at that. Isn't he gonna be at like one of those like wrestling conventions like during that weekend?
Nope. Yeah, it's the same weekend as the WrestleMania, but he canceled the convention.
I think this is all smoke. This is all smoke and mirrors, man. Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
I was right about Roman Reigns, so I'm gonna stick with what I say.
Well, listen, just hold. You also was wrong about those two jabronis winning the belt. But listen, let me just call the Undertaker real quick. Just hold on, real quick. Hold on. Hey, Dead Man. This jabroni, Jose, aka Loco, saying you. Oh, you know about him. Oh, you do. He's not a jabroni. Oh, ooh, I can't say that on. We're streaming right now. I really can't say that. But I was just checking to see if you're gonna be there because I told him he wasn't. All right. Oh,
He's here.
all right. Listen, let's move on. But hold on. You, Jose, do you think Corbin's gonna win or Angle's gonna win?
I'm gonna say Kurt's gonna win.
Okay. So me and Joe say Kurt.
We'll be right.
Yep. Hold up. I mean, me and Jose says Corbin.
Wait, what?
We say Corbin. Sorry.
Is what winning?
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I said Angle's losing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I say you and me say Corbin wins.
I thought you said you and Jose.
Sorry, and Jose says Kurt wins. You can stop listening to that now. It's not gonna happen.
And don't forget that I'm gonna watch it too. You guys are gonna watch the awards.
Nah, I usually skip out on that.
Yeah, I'm not. Like if I'm around, maybe I have it on in the background, but
I missed it for the past couple of years. I might be playing Anthem. Oh no, my buddy that passed away. We're gonna actually have Bob. Like his name is Bob. So we're actually gonna do like a whole day for him in the celebration of his. Like tomorrow, I'll make 1 year he passed away. So Saturday is gonna be Bob Day, and then my other friend is his birthday that day. So I'm sure either whether celebrating for my friend or my other friend's birthday, I'm definitely not gonna be able to watch it, even if I wanted to, which I don't. All right, so what about, let's talk about this. Let's just talk about the cruiserweight thing real quick because I know y'all could care less about it, so we could just knock that out the way. I think Tony Nese is about to get this title.
who?
Whatever, man. So it's Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy, and Buddy Murphy is Alexa Bliss' boyfriend. You know that much, right?
Tony Nese?
No,
Or
Buddy
Blake
Murphy. Buddy Murphy is yeah. So I think Tony Nese is gonna win though, because they did this whole thing with Buddy Murphy had it for so long. Tony Nese was Buddy Murphy's partner, and then they had this whole big tournament. He ended up winning, and Buddy Murphy acted like he was happy for him. And then when he came in the ring, raised his hand up, and then bam, beat him down. And I just feel like it's time that Buddy Murphy lose that belt. And Tony Nese has the look. Like when he first used to wrestle, his whole thing was he hits like he moves like a cruiserweight, but hits like a heavyweight. I feel like he got the look. He's athletic. Like he's the second coming of Neville, kind of, sort of. So, but I can see him getting a good face push. So I'm gonna say Tony Nese. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Sure. I don't.
I know you don't care. You don't follow it.
I don't watch 205 Live, so.
Right. What about you? What about you, Jose? Loco.
It's a tough one because I don't watch the.
So just agree with me.
You should just go opposite of him.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
if you don't want to, I will. I'm gonna say Buddy Murphy.
the guy's gonna keep his belt.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What about you, Jose?
What?
And both Jose and Joe say buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
You stupid. All right, guys.
You know those guys. You know him and Paulie D and what's his face.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a show.
Yeah, it's gonna be them trying to find love, right? And he was like, look at all these chicks.
I'm like, great, another stupid show for me to watch.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those shows be entertaining me, man. Just the dumbest stuff ever. But X on the Beach, I'm so sad it's over. I gotta see that reunion show.
I want to like they were on some show, The Challenge or something like that. I was like,
Right, the original stuff. Yeah, some of them was.
Yeah.
Look, Jose's still trying to listen about this John Cena thing. If you don't turn that damn video off, yo, that guy gonna get you to get to the end of the video and be like, well, Cena doesn't have any match yet, but
they said that John Cena's been on the card since last year.
Yeah, I bet he did.
and he was supposed to fight that guy, that big guy from NXT.
Yeah.
That had a panic
Lars.
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan. Yeah, that was supposed to be his match at WrestleMania, and he was supposed to lose to Lars, but since Lars,
Yeah, talk about a screw up, man. That's crazy.
Why?
No, I'm saying Lars, man. You could have had a feud with John Cena.
Oh, but some people have.
And then you get buried. Awesome?
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying, well, how crazy is that he's already was a wrestler, and he just, that's sad, man. It's sad.
Yeah, but he was being moved up to the main roster, so.
No, I get it. I mean, normally people get moved up. Normally people get moved up and they just kind of like, can't hack it. But he got moved up and was like, oh my God, I wet my pants. All right, I gotta get out of here, guys. I'm stuck. Oh, damn it! No! All right, so what about this Triple H match, man? Triple H Batista, no holds barred match. I mean, they're gonna be fighting all over everywhere.
It's gonna be Bautista because Triple H doesn't want to wrestle anymore. That's the way out.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, I know for years Batista said that. I doubt it.
He's done with the wrestling, so this is gonna be his way. He can't wrestle no more.
So for years, I know Batista's been saying, he said that he want his very last match to be at WrestleMania and against Triple H. He wanted his retirement match. So I think it's cool that he's getting what he's want. I also...
What he really, really wants?
Yo, that was funny. Loco, you know what he's talking about? On Raw, Triple H was like, so Batista wants what he really, really wants. That was funny as hell. Anyway, but yeah, I definitely don't think, but see, I can't see this being Triple H's last match, and just for that alone.
Because I don't think that Batista's gonna choose to come back.
Nah, see, so honestly, I remember watching a video on him, and he was like, he just loves to wrestle. He said if he could just do house shows and not be on TV, he would come back because he doesn't like all of the extra script stuff. So I don't think he cares if he even. And I watched the video of him saying he doesn't care about the storylines. He just loves to wrestle. So I'm willing to bet he doesn't even care if he loses.'s just happy to come back and get this match. So, and the fact that I don't think Triple H is going to stop wrestling yet, like I feel like Triple H still got room to go.
Did you see? Did you see that match at the what was it?
Him and Shawn Michaels. Him and Shawn Michaels.
Undertaker and Kane.
Mhm.
That was terrible.
I don't think it was terrible.
What?
Listen, you do know that in the first 5 minutes of the match he tore his chest, right? So
yeah, his pec.
Yeah, he tore his pectoral muscle. So I mean, that's possibly why he looked like he wasn't doing that good. Well, that is why. Like, you know, if you watch it back, you'd be like, ooh. And he still wrestled the whole match. And I feel like the last time they had, like, the old people wrestling, like him and Undertaker and Kane, they've been, the chemistry with them in the ring is like, wow, they've been wrestling pretty good. Plus, look at Triple H. He still looked great. I just don't see him hanging it up yet. So I'm going to say Triple H is winning.
Yeah, but he still looks great, but it's just he doesn't have it anymore.
He got it, bro. You still got it. Hold on. You still got it. You still got it. I think he still got it. But that's my pick. So what do you say, Joe? Because you didn't say either.
I think I'm gonna go with the game there.
Okay. You're gonna say he's gonna win, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he gets that win finally.
I don't know why
I
Loco always want to go
match
against
is
us.
gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, Batista, you know, 5 minutes in, I mean, he could be all
Right.
out of breath and
Right.
all that stuff, like, and he just gotta carry it.
Okay.
But
Hey,
it's gonna be interesting to see.
Jose, could you do me a favor?
See?
Can you stop watching that video?
See, he just said it. He said John Cena's match is a heavily guarded secret within the WWE.
Bro, that's retarded, and that's a lie, and nothing but that's all that was to get you to watch that video for 15 minutes and him not even say what the match is.
How much you want to bet that John Cena has a match?
I bet you. I bet you $4.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
John Cena's gonna have a match.
All right, I'm writing it down. Let me write it at the bottom.
I stick to
Anthony,
my
if you lose, you can't play Anthem again.
Okay, I'm not betting.
Again.
I'm not betting. All right, hold on, let me write this
I
down.
gotta save you again, Jose.
This guy, man.
I gotta save you again.
Hey, usually we're saving you.
He killed me.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
All right.
Anthony, have you been killed? How many kills you got?
Hold on. All right, we bet $4. No, let's just do. One of us have to treat the other to like dinner at the diner.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
I like
So the
that.
thing is, I say that John Cena has a match.
Right.
To safe zone.
So wait, what's the bet? John Cena is having a match? Or
Yeah.
not having a match?
Our
God.
favorite diner. All right, that's our diner too. All right, cool. So, so what we were talking about Triple H. We already covered that.
Now, does this include me? Like I get treated too?
No, but you can come if you want. Oh look, somebody got that airplane looking gun or thing on it. All right, guys, y'all want to cover this Roman Reigns thing now? Are we ready to go there?
If you want.
Because I think there's a lot of talk about this. All right, here's my thing. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Please, for the love of God, let Drew McIntyre beat Roman. Like, not that I don't like Roman. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it doesn't do any good to let Roman... Like, yeah, Roman could win, and oh yeah, wow, Roman won. But I feel like people are going to start to feel the, oh, Roman can't lose. He actually got a legitimate reason to be like why he didn't win. Like, you know, even though he said they was like, you sure you're 100%? He was like, yeah, I am. But Michael Cole, or you know Corey Graves could be like, oh, I don't think Roman was 100%. He shouldn't have came back. But I feel like Drew is on such a roll that you might as well just, like, his whole thing could be the shield breaker. He beat Seth. He beat Drew or Dean. So if he beat Roman, it's like, whoa, that looks good. He got the look. Like, dude, he should be on a roll.
Yeah, but I believe that's the only reason they did it, though. It's so that when they get to WrestleMania,
Roman beats
the
him.
big dog can destroy him.
That's terrible. Destroy. I hope he don't destroy him and he just beat him.
He's gonna get in there and put hands on him.
Yeah, but you don't think it's gonna be like no dominating match, right? Like Drew, no one has dominated Drew McIntyre yet.
I don't think it's gonna be like where he like just completely wrecks him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty gonna be pretty much
Right. A Roman Reigns match.
Yeah.
Well.
And I say that's why they did it, because they wanted Roman back. Now he's back.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right?
He built him up so much. They built him up so much, and how he destroyed all of them.
Yeah, but they even let Bobby Lashley beat Roman at one time, straight up. Like, come on, man! You let Bobby get that one win off. Like, push Drew's career to the next level. If he could say he beat Roman Reigns straight up, no cheating at WrestleMania.
I'm a Drew McIntyre guy. I've always been a Drew McIntyre guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, man.
Like, he's such a big guy, and he's fucking jacked.
He got everything, man.
When he's in there, he seems like he just dominates.
Like, he's all intense. He like grab your hair and be like, "What now? Huh? What?" Like when he pushed their heads and talk trash and still, oh my! Like when he destroyed Kurt Angle and tapped him out, I was like, what? I mean, this dude has been on a tear. Joe, come on, man, enlighten us. Tell us what you got to say, Joe.
They're almost like the same guy, but it's different. Like,
one's a good guy, one's a bad guy.
Yeah, like that's it. They're just big guys. One guy, propels himself head first. Another guy propels himself feet first. For a finishing move.
I'm thinking, like, what is he talking about?
I never really considered
Roman
Reigns a big guy.
Well, what's cool? So 2 years ago, when the WWE game was coming out, they had that thing where everybody sat down and talked, right? And Paul Heyman was asking questions. And Roman was like, honestly, I'm not a big guy. He was like, he called himself a hybrid guy. He was like, I have the size, but I still could move really fast. He was like, I never looked at myself as a big guy. And they was like, and I thought about it. I was like, because I always looked at him just because he's like the big guy in the Shield. But like, you know what? That does make sense. He really isn't the biggest guy, and he does have some speed. So he is kind of like, kind of like the hybrid dude, kind of like that. I'm eating jelly beans, by the way. But Drew McIntyre should look, size. Oh my God, man, that dude.
Yeah.
If they gave him a real push.
I'm just kind of over Roman, so I'm just gonna go with Drew. I mean, Drew's good.
Right.
I enjoy his matches. I'm just over Roman, so I could just.
Well, I'm
always just gonna pick against him, even though.
Wow.
I mean.
Like, I've never liked Roman Reigns. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
I've never liked Roman Reigns.
But you feel like the booking, it should be Roman that wins, right?
I believe, yes. I believe that the way it's set up, it's going to be Roman that's going to win.
Right. I just hope for the love of God, Drew wins. I think that's the right thing to do. But I see what you're saying.
So what's your official pick?
Who, me?
Yeah, what's your official pick?
Oh, nah, Drew, man. Drew. I'm going with Drew. Anything that Jose say, I got to say the opposite at this point. That's what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
That's the only thing that makes sense. So what about this women's tag match, guys? I mean, does anything does it make sense to make Sasha and Bayley lose it yet? Like, the only thing I think I had this weird feeling the Iconics may win, but other than that,
I think that'd be awesome.
Can you just see how they would be? Oh my God! Like, I think they bring a presence. They would bring a certain presence because they're funny, and I can see them like cheating and stuff, like getting all their wins, rolling people up, doing dirty roll-ups. But
and I guess is like the roster is going to be split anymore, or is it like the women are just going to be going all over? I
think the women for right now are going to go all over the place.
So who's like legitimate tag teams? Who's in that match again?
Okay, so it's Nia Jax and Tamina. It's Beth Phoenix and Natalya. And it's the Iconics. And it's you know, the tag team champs.
Yeah. So obviously Beth Phoenix and Natalya are not going to win. It's, you know, they're not going to stick around for a long time as a tag team.
I agree.
You think they're going to keep Nia and the
Well, they
the
are
other
related,
one,
unless they're gonna make them have a feud. But you know, I see why they're on the same team.
yeah, but you think they'll stay as a tag team?
If they won, I could just see them clearing out the division, like, because they're just so powerful. But the problem is they lost a couple times, so I feel like why all of a sudden they'll win now and be this dominating team. I mean, it's hard for me to choose because I want to just say Bayley and them are gonna keep it. But I feel like they had it for a couple months. Why not make a big change and at Mania and it be the Iconics? I know they look silly, but I almost got this feeling. You know what? I'm picking
They
them.
can have some fun with it.
Yeah, I'm going with the Iconics.
I mean, just because I think it'll be fun, and you know, do something crazy.
Yeah. What about you, Jose? Oh, really? Okay. And why? I gotta hear this. I need to hear this from you.
They're the big women in the match, you know, and so far they haven't gotten that chance. And I believe it's gonna happen at WrestleMania. They haven't had the chance to get that win and be women.
They haven't had a chance? I could have swore they was in the last match.
Yeah, but not win. They didn't win.
Well, they had a chance.
Yeah, but I'm talking about winning.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. You know what me and Joe say? Iconic!
Shit. God fucking damn it.
Sounds like you have some issues over there, buddy.
It's like I got the box open, I got all the good stuff out of it, and then I'm playing around with the stuff, and then somebody kills it.
Oh. Alright, Nia Jax and Tamina. Alright, so that was easy to get through. What about the United States Championship match? Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe. Now, you know what's hard? Rey have been here for a while, and I wanted to say Samoa Joe just because he's a beast, and now he finally got. I think this is his first title, so I feel like he's just gonna run through people. But then again, it could be like you were saying, they built Samoa Joe up. Not that he built him up, because I don't think he really built him up, but the fact that it's Samoa Joe, and then, you know, it'll look great that Rey Mysterio beat Samoa Joe at Mania. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Joe though, man. I think Joe's gonna. Damn it! I can't kill nobody. Guys, remember, if you comment below, your comment will pop up. I'll even read it, but you know, you could be a part of it. So I just feel like this is the moment. Joe is a beast, right? And this is your moment just to make him run, like, let him do what R-Truth was doing, but be serious. You know, let him have those. Oh wow, Joe, this looks funny. We're flying over each other. We was like right on top of each other, and you could see your monkey feet, like the feet, where it looked like hands. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I feel like take this time to make Joe. You have another monster on your hand on SmackDown. Let Joe just run roughshod, have the title, do those you know, the John Cena USA Open Challenge, and just beat people up and give them a good build. So I'm gonna go with Joe. Not Joe that's with us, but Samoa Joe. But Loco, you're gonna say Rey because you feel like, I guess maybe they like, you know, it'd be a big deal for Rey to like get that win at Mania against Samoa Joe of all people, right?
Yeah.
He was killing some.
So you gotta die. So it always come down to me and Jose make our pick, and then we're just waiting to hear what you gotta say, Joe.
I said Joe.
Okay. Alright, let me jot it down. You know what's so cool is let me see. What's cool is this gonna make WrestleMania even more fun for me, because I'm gonna be watching it and reading what we said. So I'll probably be more into WrestleMania this year, just for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, this is still not helping me. It's sad, but
right. All right, so if we just spoke about the USA match, then what about the IC title? Oh, damn. Don't run, don't run. Man, why you keep giving me these whack? Hold on, stop running, I'm gonna get you. Ah!
no, you ain't.
I was going
You going
to.
with the IC titles, you saying?
Yes. And,
Yeah, you know it's gonna be the
what, the Demon?
The Demon.
Well,
Yeah.
I think, you know what's weird? I feel like their match is just dumb to me, because 1 week Finn had the belt, next week Bobby had the belt, and then Bobby get the belt back, or that title bounced back and forth between them for the last like 2 months, and then now we're supposed to care about them wrestling at Mania.
I don't think the belt bounced back that much. I just believe that it went from Bobby winning to
Finn winning,
Finn Balor winning,
and then Bobby winning again.
Yeah, because then Finn just did the belt just one time, and then he lost.
Yeah, you said it. Bobby had it, Finn got it, then Bobby got it. Now here's the thing, but in a relatively short time, that's why it seemed like it was like, you know, a bounce back thing. Here's the question though. Oh wait, did y'all exit out? I think I'm still stuck. All right. I can't picture the Demon losing at Mania, but I almost feel like I just don't get that match. Like, why is Bobby win and then he win and then he win it back, and then like, I don't know. It's like, what's the point?
WWE
like,
booking, man.
Dude, they wrestle too much.
We're gonna see this match.
Yeah, thank you. It's like, come on, man.
Well, that's the problem, because they you know,
if
they
the
have all
Demon
these
wins
guys.
If the Demon wins it, then what? They're gonna fight again on Monday for
Well,
him to try to get his belt back?
They normally do that, but remember the new rules is there's no more rematch clause. So that's the cool thing. It's not like, oh, I get my automatic rematch. Like, nope, you got to earn it. So technically, the Demon could win it and start on the next day, and it be somebody entirely new.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
not
they
true,
move
that's
Finn
not true
to.
because that's not true because Finn Balor won it, and then that little short guy got involved in the match, and that's how Bobby Lashley won it back.
A little bit more respect for Leo Rush, please.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with you? The little short guy, really? Wow. Just because you're 2 inches taller than him.
So
but
it's like how.
remember.
No rematch clause.
No, but remember when the McMahons? No, it wasn't a rematch clause. He felt that he got cheated. But remember when the McMahons took over? They said it. No more rematch clauses. Now you got to earn. You got to earn your. You got to earn a match for the title. So I think that whole thing was just one of those things where, oh, I got cheated out of the title. You know, let me get a rematch. But it definitely wasn't a guaranteed rematch. There is no more guaranteed rematches, which I like, because that was always dumb. Because then you always had, like you said, oh, the next night is going to be them again, even though they still do that dumb stuff. But I feel like, what's the point of watching the pay-per-view if the next night on Raw I'm going to see the pay-per-view again?
Yeah.
But I'm just going to go with the Demon, because I just feel like they won't let the Demon lose. The only time the Demon only ever lost once, and that was to Samoa Joe way back in NXT, and that was only one time he ever lost as the Demon.
Did he lose as a Demon?
He did. Yep. If you look it up, he lost to the Demon against Samoa Joe in NXT. Samoa Joe was on a run when he was champ, and that was it. So
Okay. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
yes, sir. Look it up.
Was that a takeover?
I don't even think there was takeovers then. Like, I don't think they called them takeovers then.
Well, they're always takeovers.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just look it up. But what do you
I'll look at it in a minute, and then I will look it up.
Okay. Well, what are you gonna say? Like, I'm going with the Demon. What about you?
Obviously, the Demon.
Okay. What about you, Jose? Because it's nasty anyway. Eric, you don't want to call into this podcast? You ain't doing nothing. You don't gotta be at work for like another 3 hours. All right. Well, yeah, you got some time. All right. So, guys, we're getting to the big matches. Let me just make sure we didn't miss anything. All right. So we got to save the women's match for last. But we got 3 matches left to discuss, guys. So the question is, do we discuss the Universal belt next, or do we discuss the World's belt next?
Kofi.
It's a Kofi.
It's Kofi Mania, baby.
Oh, my boy Mike just wrote me and gave a shout out to us. Thanks a lot for watching, Mike. Appreciate it. All right, so Kofi Mania. All I'm going to say is this, because I want to discuss this. If 2 months ago, so hear me out, Jose, because I know you're going to disagree. 2 months ago, if I said to you, bro, imagine if Kofi Kingston went against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, you would have slapped the hell out of me. I'm like, that ain't no damn WrestleMania worthy match. Kofi Kingston? What? Do you agree or disagree?
I do not.
Wow. Bro, you is... Alright. What about you, Joe? 2 months ago, if I said Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan would have been an awesome WrestleMania match for the title, you'd have been like, oh my god, that'd be amazing.
No.
Didn't think so. Somebody's in fantasy land. But, I'm just dressing up to where I'm going with this. I just feel like, yeah, I give Kofi credit that he's been wrestling for 11 years and all that, but I never looked at him. I feel like he never had the script where he was like that guy. And I feel like a lot of times they played him out more like he was the funny, he was more like an act. Oh, at WrestleMania, I'm waiting for the Kofi moment. And that was it. And also one last thing I want to throw in there is, everybody keep forgetting, oh, I never had my shot at the title. I'm thinking, I could have sworn Kofi Kingston went against Randy Orton for the belt.
No.
Remember he did the boom drop?
Absolutely incorrect. Hey, Randy Orton
And he
did not
wasn't.
have the belt.
Hold on, that wasn't for the belt?
That is a false
And
statement.
he wasn't.
That wasn't for the belt?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yes, Orton did not even have the belt.
Oh, okay.
Stop. Yeah.
Alright, well thank you.
Elimination Chambers
That
match.
weight left though. Somebody would have been got on that.
Yeah.
Somebody would have hopped on that so fast.
I thought that was for the belt for some reason in my memory.
No.
But you know what I'm talking about. Remember he did a boom drop all the way off the thing through the table?
It's enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
They even showed the video
Okay.
on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I was wrong. That I thought he did have a match. But okay, that's deep. That he never had a match at all. But I don't know. I just never seen Kofi Kingston as that dude. Not because he didn't have the ability, but just because script-wise, I never felt that they gave him that spotlight. So yeah,
Boy, he's about to prove you wrong.
I at this point, all the push they done gave him, if he don't win, I might just quit watching wrestling. They'd be like, well, you did all that for what? So I just don't see him not winning. Like, he has to win at this point. Like, I don't know if somebody else jumped through so many hoops.
I see the chance that he might not win. But, hopefully he does win.
Well, I also feel like, listen, because WWE is about making characters and moments. Think about it. The fans, that might be the biggest pop besides Becky Lynch winning. So if you know what I'm saying, so they get a chance to have that super big pop. Daniel Bryan isn't as popular as he used to be, so I feel like do we really care if Daniel Bryan lose at Mania? Not really. It's not like it's gonna hurt him that bad. His whole script is terrible anyway.
Wait, you don't care about the environment, dude?
Joe said, you don't care about the environment? No, I don't care about the damn environment, man. No, I mean, yeah, obviously, but I feel like, yeah, it's his script is just kind of terrible. It's just cool that he's killing it because it's his like real. I mean, I have to recycle because we'll get fined where I live at. But if I wasn't forced to recycle, no, I wouldn't recycle. You guys are hearing this live. But
wow,
you damn right. Matter of fact, you know what's funny? Speaking of that, recycling day is tomorrow. So when I get off this, I gotta go take the recycling out. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think
hide them in the black trash bags, and then no one could see it.
There you go. Hey, I'm just saying. Joe said put the He said put the recycling in black trash bags, so nobody can see it. I'm just gonna stop recycling and put it in black bags and put out for the garbage. I guess not. But they gonna go through my garbage? I just mix it. I put some garbage and some plastics.
Like they would have to how would they think about it? They won't know that somebody put recycling in garbage until they get all
Actually, yeah, until it gets to the landfill, yeah. So anyway, they'll just take my recycling in my trash bags, throw it in the back of the thing.
No. Actually, they will catch on. Yo, this dude never had recycling.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I just have a little bit of recycling every week. They'd be like, "Dad, he barely got recycling anymore. He used to always have a lot of recycling." Not anymore. Oh,
Next 2 weeks you gotta take it.
It's my chance to get me a drink. But so I guess we're all in agreement that it's Kofi, right? I just can't see it not being Kofi, right?
All right. Well, if I gotta say,
they're gonna give him the moment.
As much as everything in WrestleMania, I kind of feel like is a little too cut and dry.
Right.
And so if they want to throw that bone in there where they can be like, oh, well, we switched the script. Honestly, as much as I hate to say this and I don't want to jinx it, but it's awesome that we got Kofi Mania, and I personally my personal feelings want Kofi to win the belt.
Okay.
Honestly, it's a new script because it's something new. Daniel Bryan's already kind of boring anyway. It's just cool to see him do it, right?
Right.
But they could throw the bone in there. At the end of the day, we got Kofi Kingston to have his opportunity. It was at WrestleMania. It was cool. We got the fans to cheer and go crazy, but they're still going to get a nice boo reaction if Daniel Bryan wins at the end of the day. And it still ain't nothing out of the ordinary that Daniel Bryan won. So.
That's true. And then some people got this new thing where Joe, you sent me the picture today, right? Where or no, maybe it wasn't Joe, it was Kevin. Kevin sent me a thing where somebody took a picture of the contract, and if you zoom in, the date on the contract is like old. So they're saying that either that was like a typo or something, Photoshop, or people are thinking Kofi may win, and on Tuesday they end up saying, "Oh, you didn't win because the contract expired." Yeah, because that's what somebody sent me today. So
it's a screenshot of it.
Yeah, I'll show you right now. I'm pulling up on my phone.
Well, no, I'm watching SmackDown right now. I'm gonna look real hard.
Right. Well, it's you wouldn't be able to. Well, you tell me, but I don't think you'll be able to see it. You gotta the picture is zoomed in super close.
Yeah. So then, if it's zoomed in super close and you're able to read the font clear, then something ain't right. Then that's gotta be.
Here, look. It says Kofi getting screwed again, and when you zoom in, the date says March 10th, 2019. So that's what people are speculating now.
All right, well, I'll look.
So I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's a little something to add in there. It's funny. I would never thought about it if Eric didn't just walk up and start talking about it.
Well, I think that might be a bone they could just throw in there.
I'm gonna go with Kofi, man.
I think it would be nice to see Kofi, and they could go so many different ways. Just to be clear, with Kofi, they can go so many different ways. They could turn him bad. He got his little goons on the side with him already if they really wanted to. It's many different ways.
Kofi could win make a turn with the New Day, turn heel.
Yeah, like there's so many different ways they could do it.
Yeah, I mean, they could turn on him.
Because there's rumor about Big E getting a big push for whatever.
Right.
So there's so many ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because it is interesting. They could do so much with it, with the whole Kofi Kingston thing. But there we go. Yeah. So what do you got? What are you guys' feelings about the Kofi Kingston and Bryan? More than just.
I mean, he's gonna get his moment, even though he's just a B+ player, and he'll get the win. He'll get a short run.
Right.
That'll be that.
And then it'll be AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston.
Maybe.
Down the road, and AJ will take the belt off of him and go back to his winning ways.
Maybe they'll shake things up again, and maybe AJ goes to Raw or something.
Well, I wonder. So remember, they was doing the actual draft, and they just did like shake-ups. So yeah, that is a good point. And then remember, we still gotta remember that Fox is gonna take over SmackDown on October 4th. So that's still something coming down the pike.
Did you see that thing? They're saying they might go to 3 hours.
Really? No, I didn't see that. Please don't do that. But then again, remember, there was a video that said the reason why WWE will not take Raw down is because they make so much money for advertising.
Yeah.
So they would, hold on. What are we doing now? I don't know if I waited too late and jumped out of game, but
I got my game like booted at me, so I had to re-invite.
Okay. Did you send me an invite?
I did.
Yeah, it said game settings changed.
Oh yeah. So that happened to everyone. So I guess it wasn't just
Okay.
Did you find it? You need me to send you another?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, hold up. Isn't there a way to just go to Can I just join you? Yeah, let me figure this out. I know they could do stuff like that in this game, right? Right? Loco, can I just join him?
I had to send another invite. So.
All right, whatever.
All right, what match are we on now?
Okay, so I just want to. So we all agree,
Universal?
Kofi Kingston, right?
I don't know because if you think about it, if you think about the big picture,
Okay.
there's Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan, right?
Okay.
Then there's Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar,
Mm-hmm.
and then the women's match. I don't think that WWE is gonna give us all a happy ending on all 3 matches.
I know, because Seth's going to get dumped on his head.
So you think that's the one that doesn't get the belt is gonna be Seth?
Yep.
I think after Monday, yeah, I'm leaning to that. Everybody, every year it's Brock is leaving, Brock is going against Daniel Cormier, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know how much you...
Also,
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't know how much you follow UFC, but Cormier, they was interviewing him. He was actually doing an interview because that's his new job now, right? Until he figure out if he's fighting or not fighting. And they was like, oh, so what's up with you and Brock? He was like, I don't know. I still want to fight him. You never know. I might just show up at WrestleMania. And I'm thinking like, okay, that would be cool, but Dana White doesn't want the UFC to look like it's fake. And if he did that, that would be a bit much. So I don't even know if that match is going to still happen. And plus Cormier said he wasn't fighting anymore and once he turned 40, and his 40th birthday was in March. So I feel like Brock is probably signed some type of limited extension on his contract, and he's probably
we got
gonna
a rando in here.
And he's probably gonna beat Seth, because let's all be real, the only reason why Seth is actually fighting for the title is because Roman had cancer. And Roman's back now, so...
Supposedly, right?
Well...
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Oh, hold on. We're going to get to that. So anyway, real quick, I just want to make sure... Because, Loco, you didn't finish Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I want to hear which... Because we both saying Kofi, right? Right, Joe?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you saying, Loco?
I definitely want Kofi to win, but I don't think, that all 3 good guys are going to win the belt, and I believe that it's going to be Kofi that doesn't get his moment.
Okay. Wow, you was the guy trying to give him the greatest push. Yo, I think, man, you're like the, you're really a heel.
Because I do want him to win. Like, of course I want him to win, but after thinking about, you know, the other matches that we're having, I don't think that Kofi's gonna be the one to get it. I think Becky Lynch is gonna get it, and I think Seth is gonna get it, and I don't think Kofi's gonna get it.
Okay. I mean, I see where your thought process is going. Makes sense.
Because there's gonna be something, because WWE isn't the type of to do that. Oh, everybody, all the good guys gets their belts.
So I already know your answer now for Seth. So you pretty much think Seth's gonna win. So you don't think Seth is gonna lose because he got the last laugh? You think it's just gonna be one of the the 10% that the person who get the last laugh end up winning?
Like to be honest, it's like Brock Lesnar has won his almost all his last pay-per-view matches.
True.
So it's like what? He's just gonna keep winning and winning and winning. I believe that. I don't believe that this WrestleMania, unless he's gonna be the new Undertaker, and where he doesn't lose at WrestleMania.
I mean, he beat the streak, so hey. What about you, Joe? What's your input on that? On this Seth versus Brock, man?
I mean, I'm afraid of what they're gonna do. I feel like they just still like Brock way too much still, and obviously, like what you were saying is like Roman's back, so he kind of goes back to the top of the list. And that's probably what we're going to be seeing in the next few pay-per-views. So I'm thinking they're going to give it to Brock's going to take it.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want that to happen.
And you know what? Not for nothing. Seth know he's a placeholder. Like Seth know, that he was going to be pushed as the next dude because Roman was out, and he's probably like that little thing I seen that said Vince is going to come up to Seth and be like, Seth, we have somebody, a better person for the job, like he did to Kofi Kingston, and it'd be Roman Reigns. But to be funny, but not to be funny, I feel like, at the end of the day, Seth knows, like, Roman was the guy, it was his time, and, the fans got behind him, especially because he got hurt, so it's like, you know what, why not give it back to him? And since we're on that little segue, Jose, didn't you once say that, Roman didn't really have cancer, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, sure I did.
You know what? It's kind of funny, but he did come back mighty fast.
He did.
It's Superman punch cancer, man.
Yeah, it's like they say that there's all different types of cancers and it affects people in different ways.
True, but it's funny. I remember when he first had it, people was reporting that what he has takes about 2 to 3 years to be cured, and
it's not a few months and then you're good.
5 months, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like all he did was basically go on vacation to Hawaii, hang out with his family, and then film a movie. Yup, he did. And then when WWE, were in dire straits where they were, losing viewers and stuff, they wanted him back, and he came back.
But do you realize though, if anybody was to find that out, that would be like worse than Anthem is to EA right now.
Yeah.
Like if that was really true, and somehow it got leaked, man, the WWE would be taking so much heat because they're all like serious with the cancer stuff. Like, I don't know, man. That would be like.
WWE, you gotta think about it. WWE is a business,
True.
And they're gonna do what's best for business, and with the whole cancer thing.
What's best for business, literally.
I believe that that gave Roman that push they always were trying to give him.
That's true. He doesn't.
Everybody hated. I don't care. Everybody hated that guy. Everybody hated that guy.
Besides the women and children.
When he was coming out to say that he had cancer before he mentioned the cancer, everybody was booing him.
Yep.
Then he brought out the cancer, and then it was like, oh, Roman, here. You know, he left. You know, everybody's, oh, we support Roman, blah, 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 cancer. You know, made it a big thing. And then 5 months later, he comes back like nothing ever happened.
You got a point. He looked pretty good, too. Like, he looked pretty good. I was like, damn, yo, he's kind of...
Like, come on, that guy on our group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike.
Saying that he lost muscle mass and all this and that. No, he didn't.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When he came out, I was like, damn, yo, Roman looks pretty good. That's what I thought. I actually thought.
Yeah, like he didn't. Roman Reigns looked pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit.
I thought a little bit cut, maybe. Like, I don't know. He just looked like his triceps was a little bit, shaped up.
Yeah, like a little bit thinner, but nothing where it's like, oh my God, this guy, he
no,
was
not
taking
at
so
all.
much medication. And,
no, I thought he looked pretty good.
Sick. Yeah, so.
Damn, this circle's small as hell, guys.
I don't believe the whole, I don't believe the whole cancer thing. I think, if you're taking medicine, especially for cancer, you're not going to be at 100% and be all good and the way he was.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh God, zombies everywhere.
Help me, please, help me. Upstairs.
Upstairs?
Ah, yeah.
Damn. Run, Joe. I got my sights on you.
He's in that house.
Which one? The one Joe's going to?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's get him. I'm coming.
Oh God. Oh God.
Damn, you got?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
He's in that corner.
Go ahead. Damn, I shouldn't put those scopes on. I'm not good at shooting through them scopes. Man, I think Brock Lesnar's gonna win, man. I just think, I guess I think he's gonna win, especially because the last laugh thing. Seth got the last laugh, and I feel like how is Seth gonna beat him straight up? I know they made that good little thing like, oh, well, you got issues going against people my size. Look at Daniel Bryan. Look at Finn Balor. And I hear you, but I don't know. So I think we could, me and Joe both say Seth, Brock, and you say Seth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds like two people watch wrestling and one person don't.
Net goal. Major instability detected. 6 zone evac orders are in effect.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's just it's his aunt.
Oh, it's me?
You got a play, man. Yeah, man, you got a play.
Oh man, baby, I'm about to win this match for us. Oh, hold on, wait. Oh,
yeah, you're getting shot
God.
right now. You're about to die.
Jump through the window, boy. Oh yeah.
Jumping out the window. Better use a health pack.
I am. I'm using a lot of them. Damn. Can I use another one? Yeah, okay. Hey. Damn, look at this, the circle. Pretty small. Look at that. Almost full health. Alright, here's the question.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Damn, circle collapsing again. Ah! Yo! Man, I turned around. And he was right in my face. I was gonna run upstairs, man. Damn. Alright, guys.
So we on the last match finally?
The moment we've been waiting for. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey. All right, since we're talking about this, can y'all let me just vent a little bit? Just a little bit. For all you people watching and listening, Becky Lynch is a bum. All right? I don't care who got a problem with it. She's a bum. And I'm going to tell you why. Yeah,
I'm not
you
even going to
heard
start
it.
the game because I want to hear this.
Well, she's a bum. Here's the thing. Dude, number one. Ooh, this makes me so mad. I'm putting my controller down because I'm about to let y'all have it. So here's the thing. Becky Lynch is so fan-made, it's just sad. So yeah, NXT, she was a really good wrestler.
Just like all wrestlers that have gotten up there have been.
True. Now, check it out. Check it out. I know Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. We go on about the people to do 10, Tyler, whatever his name is.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You could throw him in there too. I told you he would be my first pick to get rid of anyway. So here's the thing. Although Stone Cold's my favorite wrestler. But my thing with Becky Lynch is she reinvented, whether she came up with the whole thing herself, but yeah, she beat Charlotte twice, and then she had beat her for the belt, started calling herself the man, and it was cool. She had this new swag to her, like she was like the new Stone Cold Steve Austin, pushing referees out the way. It was like, oh, this is like a script that I've been waiting for many years, right? But then when she got injured and had to get Charlotte to take her place, I felt like, now to be honest, and she said it too last night on SmackDown, everybody a year ago was always thinking it would be Ronda versus Charlotte. If you say the opposite, then you're just stupid. Well, we all thought, or Asuka, but the two top women in the company was Asuka and Charlotte. And if Ronda came...
Come on, man. You're saying exactly what Becky Lynch said. Come on, man.
I just said Becky said it last night, but I've been saying that before she said it. So and everybody knew a year ago, unless you haven't been paying attention, you've been on the rock. A year ago, when Ronda first came, the talk was always her versus Charlotte or her versus Asuka. Now Charlotte ended up beating Asuka, so clearly Charlotte was the top person. So fine, let's build up to Charlotte versus Ronda. So then, down the line, Becky dethrones Charlotte. Becky got this new script calling herself the man, which is clever because if you beat Ric Flair's daughter, and Ric Flair said if you beat the man, you beat a man, and you beat his daughter, so fine, call yourself the man. Clever, cool, I love it. But then when she got injured, and it's not her fault, but I felt like the match was going, it was so much heat between Ronda and Charlotte that I honestly was into that match, and I'm not gonna lie, and even look it up, a lot of people was like, Becky who? Because number one, the match never, what the best thing they could have did is made Ronda just end up beating her fair and square, and then you could be like, okay, fine, now we can move on. But the fact that Charlotte snapped and went crazy and beat her, you was invested on a rematch. Like, how could you be like, all right, cool, but I want to see Becky again? I was like, whoa. Number one, I always wanted to see Ronda versus Charlotte anyway, because she's the queen. So, but after she did that to Ronda, it was like, whoa. I need to see this match. And then it was like, oh yeah, that's right. But Becky got the new script, and Becky should be going against her. But then this is where they messed it up. They start making Nia Jax to jump off of that whole and I was even like, why would they do that? Now, Nia Jax kept talking trash about Becky. It was like, are y'all trying to intentionally make me stop thinking about Becky and Ronda? Are you trying to get me to start thinking about Becky and Nia? And I feel like that wasn't cool, but you couldn't help but she's calling herself face breaker, just like, Becky started calling herself the man because she beat her. Well, she injured her. So I'm like, okay, I felt like at that moment, it literally started to take some of the popularity off of Becky. And in a weird way, it was, and then Ronda on Monday Night Raw kept only talking about Charlotte. I'm telling you, if you go rewind it, everything I'm saying is legit. And I'm like, dang, she keep talking about Charlotte. She's not even talking about Becky. But Nia's talking about her. And I'm like, are they trying to are they going to do a swerve? Or are they intentionally trying to get, the heat off of Becky as she's the new top star? I don't know if behind the scenes, did Becky get in trouble? Is she accident prone? I don't know what's going on. So, but me as a fan, I'm like, dude, I'm invested in this Ronda and Charlotte. because Becky was always good, but I always felt Charlotte was better. And at the end of the day, if Ronda's the new toughest girl, never lost yet, well, hell, I want to see her versus the best of the best. Now, granted, the Becky script was cool, so you can't just knock Becky. I'm like, okay, Becky's a Stone Cold. She might not be the best wrestler. She ain't flipping off doing Phoenix splashes off the top rope out the ring like Charlotte, but she got the script. So as time started going,
she did backdoor her way back into the program after losing clean to Asuka. She then goes and
but
takes...
see, you're skipping because I want to go down the road of how they made and how they just diminishing Becky's script, and it's kind of stupid. So let's jump to your point. So number one, no, before, let's back up to that. First of all, she gets the title, right? Before she gets the title. Then she loses and get tapped out. Now, we all know if you're like the John Cena, the Stone Cold, the whoever you call it, you don't tap out. That's just something you don't do. She taps out to Asuka, so already I'm kind of feeling like she's not the man anymore, but then she taps out. Then after that, she gets back in a match the same night in the Royal Rumble that she shouldn't even have been in, but she take whatchamacallit spot because she's too hurt to get in there. So it was already like, you got in there cheesy.
Lana.
Yeah, Lana. Sorry about that, Lana. But Lana gets hurt. She runs down, get in there because Lana can't go in. It's like, that was kind of cheesy, but whatever, we give her that. Then she wins. Okay, you win. So now you should be the man again. But then she's hopping.
It was a double win, though. Don't forget. Because when she won, I won. That's just a little inside joke.
You know what? That is true because we do our little draft, our little, our little bet thing, and yes, you did win. So she's on a little hobbling thing, which is just stupid, and she's still trying to be super tough, which I love it in her character, but she barely could walk. And I'll just fast forward. I feel like so many things happen to diminish her character, but the biggest thing was her saying, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna go against Charlotte. And they was like, cool, all right, we're already trying to screw you. You know, the whole thing, McMahon's taking it away from her. Vince, oh, you can't wrestle anymore. You're injured. Triple H don't want her to wrestle. You got to apologize. Stephanie McMahon, blah, blah, blah. So finally, listen, you apologize. You did this and that. Now you're going to have a match. If Charlotte beats you, then you're out of the match. If you beat Charlotte, then you're in the match, right? So the dumbest thing I think they could ever write in her script was Ronda coming out, punching her in the stomach. I'm cool with that. I'm cool, mind you, I'm cool. But Becky, the way she took the win or the disqualification, she crawled into the corner, leaned into the rope, smiled, and pointed at the WrestleMania sign. First of all, if you're like do you think Stone Cold Steve Austin would have did that? I remember Mick Foley ran down and helped Stone Cold. I forgot who it was, but he beat somebody down with the chair. And Stone Cold was looking at him like, oh, you helped me, thanks. Stunned him and beat him with the chair. Like, who the hell am I for you to come out? I feel like, dude, like Ronda, if it wasn't for Ronda, she wouldn't be in the match. We get it. But it's like the way Becky acknowledged it. Like, I would have had Becky came out. The first round I had Becky looking like, what? Don't get why. And then when Ronda cut her promo the next time, like, oh yeah, I was going to make sure you made it to the match. Becky should have been like, I didn't need you to get me to the match. You think I wasn't going to beat Charlotte? But Becky was like, hey, oh well, you helped me get the Mania. Like, you suck. I'm just saying. It's just really, 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 her character is annoying me. Now, let me back up. If she wins and beat both of them, then I feel like you could reset her character. All the wrong you did, making her look like a chump. Now, if she wins, then I feel like, okay, cool. We can start over. We can have Becky Lynch, the super high, new Stone Cold character, and we could go from scratch. And sorry, I just had to throw that in there because I was a little bothered by the Becky thing, and I just wanted to explain it. So I have no choice but to think Becky's going to win, because if Becky loses, all this stuff was for nothing. But the fact that it is both titles on the line, I almost feel like there's such a big deal to have the first ever one woman unify the belts or be both double champion. I don't think they would give that to Ronda, but I almost feel like Charlotte could be the one to hold that prestigious, like, first time ever. So I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna lean with Becky, because at this point it'd be all the stuff Becky went through and the script up and down. It'd just be stupid if she don't win. I feel like you just kind of have to make Becky win, even though she's a bum. But
Like I think this like kind of match is kind of pointless because WWE already have said that they're not going to unify the belts. They want each brand to have their own championship belt.
well,
So I don't get why they would give both belts to one girl.
see, so I think this is what I would have to say, and I think you have to be paying attention. The reason why they could do that is if you've been paying attention, the women's tag team titles was to let you know what's coming. Remember, there's only one women's tag team titles, and the women been going back and forth between shows. Even the Iconics was on Raw, and then
WWE.
Hell, they were even down in NXT.
Exactly. No, say that again. What'd you say?
But WWE already said that they want both
Yeah, but
brands
that
to
was
have their own belts.
that was a long time ago, though, man. I think they're
that was
past that.
recently. Oh my God! I watched the wrestling show.
What, the YouTube channel you talking about? That's fake?
Yeah. Nah.
But then what are they going to do? Because winner takes all, so obviously it's
Exactly.
a joint change. So
Exactly.
what are they going to do? She's going to just give one up?
No, they're going to do the
Or-
same thing they did with Randy Orton and John Cena when they had two titles. It was it was title for title, and then Randy Orton won, climbed up the ladder, grabbed it, and guess what? He was walking around with both titles for a while, and they unified it. And the reason why I think they're going to do that is because when Fox ended up getting SmackDown, I think they're probably going to have like, at that point we might get back to just one champion. I think at that point it'd be a big deal when Fox have a champion, and they could give Fox a really strong storyline. You know, think about it. Fox is going to get SmackDown October 4th. And what's coming? The big pay-per-view? Survivor Series. Imagine if the SmackDown champion beats the Raw, because, Raw's supposed to be a big show. The SmackDown champion beats the Raw, well, it won't be a Raw champion. Or maybe they could unify it then. But I just got a feeling that the tag titles, the women's having one tag title, is kind of showing you that there's only going to be one title. Like, I feel like that's the eye-opener.
They're already dropping the ball on ending this in like the most perfect way.
Okay.
Is with, Charlotte already has a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Becky wins a belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Sasha and Bayley coming out.
Yeah, you're right.
They have their belts. You have those four girls, and then look who shows up. You have
For a horsewoman.
Yep.
the what's her face from NXT? Oh my
Yeah,
God, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler.
And the other two girls show up with Ronda, and there you have the four.
There you go.
You have the four of them just staring at each other. I mean, you already got Survivor Series ready to go then.
Yep.
And then, but now with this combined belt, it
messes
not
that
gonna
up.
happen.
Can you imagine WrestleMania ended with the 8 of them in the ring staring off? Oh my God. This is something I've been talking
because
about for a
then
while.
Ronda could take off for a few months.
Yep.
Until like November or whatever,
And you could
Shayna
build
could
up,
maybe even come up and almost like, kind of like
take Ronda's spot.
take over in a sense. Like she's
Right.
not gonna be as big as Ronda, obviously,
Right.
but she could be that badass girl.
I think the only problem is the other two aren't that good right now. And that's probably the issue. And honestly, you could mask somebody being not that good if you could pull the story off. And I feel
Well, yeah,
like
they do it
they
with
should have
Naomi.
they let them loot. Wow. Did you just do that? Wow. All right, so we got to go there now. We got to go there. All right, guys, I went on record to say that I feel like Naomi is one of the most talented women's wrestlers.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here with
Yeah, bro, she's better than Becky Lynch.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
But how am I?
You lost your mind.
She's so
You shouldn't even
athletic,
be-
man.
You
She could,
You shouldn't even be having a wrestling podcast.
bro. She could wrestle rings around Becky. Why? Because Becky is technical. That's all she is, a technical wrestler.
Come on, bro. And she jumps up and smashes her butt against your face. Come on,
Yeah, that's
bro.
right. So does Asuka. They do the same move. Well, Asuka do it. You don't say nothing. Oh my God.
That's not Asuka's finishing move though.
That ain't her. Well, that was her finishing move at one time, but that ain't her finishing move now. She switched a couple different moves, but that's not her finishing move now. She do that submission thing. But you wouldn't know that.
She isn't a good wrestler.
How is she? Bro, what other woman have you ever seen did a split-legged moonsault? The only person you've seen do that was Rod Van Dam.
This isn't the Olympics. I'm not watching gymnastics.
I said
I'm watching
you know
wrestling.
RVD. That that's one of his main moves. You like, oh look, RVD with a split-legged moonsault, and Naomi could do that. I'm just saying.
I didn't enjoy watching RVD for his splits, but
Whatever, man. Anyway, Joe just had to throw that little side comment in there. But so we're all in agreement. Ronda's probably not winning, right? Do you think
nah,
like this?
I'm going with Ronda getting both belts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ronda, you know, I know it's all scripted, but you know, Ronda's
Right.
on that whole kick where she says that wrestling's fake,
True.
and she's gonna make them, you know, she's gonna expose them. So I believe that she's gonna kick
Honestly,
ass.
that would be a serious script though, because right now she's probably the realest heel in the whole company right now.
Like if you
Bada
see,
boom, bada
you know,
bing.
if you've seen the past couple of Mondays where you know they meet up and they bump heads, it's always Ronda that's pretty much, you know what I mean, the one that's taking them out.
True. No, I agree. And she's like, look, remember she was like, I'm gonna tap them both out at the same time. I was like, wow.
Yeah. You know, and Ronda's a real fighter. So I don't know. I want to say that Ronda's gonna get both belts.
Hmm.
It's gonna be that doozy, that drop on everybody. Everybody's expecting Becky Lynch to win, and then no, Ronda Rousey takes it home.
Well, Becky's a bum anyway, so if she didn't win, hey. You know?
I'm not gonna say nothing to that because
What?
I like Becky Lynch.
You know what though? I guarantee you though. You're one of those new Becky Lynch fans. I bet you. You're those bandwagon. All of a sudden she starts saying, "I'm the man," and pushing the referees around, and you was like, "Oh, Becky Lynch is official."
I like Becky Lynch way before that.
No, you didn't. I bet you
I
didn't.
like Becky Lynch way before that.
Yeah, all right.
The whole man thing is just like, yeah. Like
It's
I get
cool.
What you were saying earlier, you know, it's but it's like, eh.
Listen, like Becky said, last year I was doing nothing. I was at the pre-show. I was a bum like I am now. I'm eating my jelly bean.
She didn't have everything handed to her like Charlotte did though. Because of her daddy.
Well, listen, not for nothing though. I will say this: I'm not like I'm a Charlotte fan.
I don't take anything away from Charlotte because Charlotte is a beast. She's an athlete.
She's everything, yo. Right?
When
She could
when she
cut a
gets in that ring,
promo.
she gives it everything she has.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was gonna say.
But you have to admit that you know the doors that have opened for her are because who her daddy is.
Well, though, but you know what though? I don't know if this is real or not, but she did say before. She said, "You think I gotta push?" Oh no, sorry about that. That was Natalia. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Natalia cut a promo and was like, "You think I got here?" She was like, "Yeah, but think how bad I had it because Vince McMahon hated my uncle and I was his niece, so I had to work extra hard." So never mind. Sorry, wrong person. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good thing her father was whoever, because man, she is super talented. Like she does everything right.
Like when they put her in the ring with you know somebody that's just as equally as good as her, it's
Like
an amazing
Naomi.
match.
Yeah, like whenever you see her and Naomi, oh man.
Oh my god.
That puts me to sleep.
Let me ask you a question. What is wrong with Naomi's wrestling? Like, are you serious?
Yeah,
Like, name it. Name it. You just name it. Name what.
She doesn't have that wrestling appeal. She doesn't have that spark, bro. She does her little stupid ass dancing with her looking like a glow stick. Like, no, it's corny.
Yeah, that's what she needed to like get over. She's like, that's the only thing I'm good at. I can glow.
Yeah, it's like
Man.
so lame. It's like, you know, you're not needed. You're filler. That's all she is. She's filler.
She only won the belt that one year at WrestleMania because it happened to be in
was in her
Florida, and she's
hometown.
yeah.
Man.
And you saw
You know,
how quick they got it off her.
that was the pop. That was the pop for that WrestleMania. It was like,
No, well, hold on.
Naomi
Remember, even
is in her hometown. Will she win her belt at her hometown?
no. Well, hold on. I thought she had the belt and got injured and had to relinquish the belt and then got it back. So first of all, get it together. First of all, how about y'all do that?
She won it at her hometown.
Oh, what? And then she was back in 2 weeks.
She lost. Yeah, but I'm saying, hold on, real quick, guys. I gotta call her. What's up, man?
What's happening, Cass?
Hey, hold on. Question. Do you are you home?
No, I'm almost home.
Okay, because I was gonna say if you we could.
Say what's up, dickhead?
I was gonna say we could add you to the actual chat on the PlayStation. That way, because right now everybody can hear you, but you can't hear them trying to respond to you. But
I mean, should be. How long y'all gonna be on?
Maybe. Well, how far are you away?
We're
I'm
on
like
our last
5 minutes
match, right?
home. Like 2 minutes. Like I'm actually ready to go.
Oh yeah, so just jump on the game, the system, and then we'll add you to the chat.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Hold on, I got. Hey Gene, what's up, man?
What's good? So how do you call in? What y'all doing? Discord or what?
Well, right now, if you called in, we can hear you, but you can't hear the other people. So if you want, I could throw you a if you're home, I could let you jump in the chat.
Well, I won't be home until about at least 11.
All right. Well, we're not gonna be on that late. But
Okay.
if you, I mean, well, just out of all the matches, like just pick a match that you and give us your prediction out of one match.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Well, do this for me. Right now, we're actually talking about the main match. So, who do you think is gonna win out of Ronda, Becky, or Charlotte? So, why do you say Becky?
It's right now. It's time for Ronda to drop the belt, but she's not going to drop it via tap or submission. So the only way she's dropping that belt is by Becky tapping out or submitting, tapping out or pinning Charlotte.
Got you. Now hold up. There is talks though. What about the rumor of Ronda leaving after Mania? That's another thing I was going to say, Jose. That they say Ronda.
I don't know if she doesn't do that or not. I mean, it's rumors.
Right. But you say Becky, and you need to do something for that cough, man.
I'll let you, man. But I got my water on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. By the way, maybe it's because your birthday is on Saturday and you're gonna be 40 years old. You're getting kind of old.
Of course.
Give a happy birthday shout out to you. All right. Well, look, man. Thanks for calling in. Do something about that cough, and we're getting close to wrapping this thing up.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to ask me about the match I was most excited about. But okay.
Oh, well, all right. My bad. Well, what match are you most excited about?
Well, the match I was prediction about is...
It doesn't matter what match you're most excited for.
How about he says Kofi?
Oh,
How about he says Kofi?
All right. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me hear. I'm waiting to hear this. What match?
Kofi versus Brian.
So Jose just said he bet you're going to say Kofi. You know why? Because he's a fanboy and he's black. So, you know, it's one of those things.
I'm not a fanboy and it's not because I'm black.
All right. Well, why?
I just think the New Day, I think if Kofi wins, the New Day is going to turn on him.
Like at Mania or on Tuesday?
So that means
Okay.
What did he say? New Day's gonna what?
New Day's good. He said he said New Day would turn on him at Mania if he wins.
If Kofi wins.
All right, that would be cool though.
No.
Well, the rumor is big. The rumor is Big E's supposed to be getting the big push. So that's the rumor.
Yeah, well, okay, listen. If that rumor were true, I would see that making sense. Where Kofi would win the belt.
We're all split on each other some way or form.
And then Big E, turns on Kofi to get that
Big
title
E
shot.
has been typecasted, so if they put him on his own, he's going to be very tied to New Day.
I mean, Big E actually had some good spots on his. Remember, he don't. It's not like that he started with the New Day. That's more like, I feel like Xavier Woods got his
pure.
big
That was
break by being with the New Day, but Big E was, you know, he was with Dolph, he was with AJ Lee, like he still had his own little stuff.
He had the 5-second count in NXT.
He became Rusev Jobber
That too.
almost a year.
Yeah, he was a NXT champion.
He was.
Yeah. But all right, man. Well,
I think he was
listen.
the second one, actually.
I think he was the second thing. He beat Seth. But all right, hey Gene, thanks for calling in, man. All right, later. So we still all right. So Jose, so you're gonna go with you're going with Ronda, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we're gonna have to do this, man. Everybody's gonna. Who you? I think this is gonna be the one thing where we all gonna have to pick somebody different and see how this thing goes. So let me see. Jose says Ronda wins, and
like, you know, I'm one of the people who said that Ronda is gonna, you know, stop wrestling after WrestleMania. WrestleMania is gonna be like the last,
right,
you know, thing because, you know, like I said, my wrestling show sources said that, you know, that Ronda isn't scheduled past WrestleMania.
right.
You know, she's not, you know, in, you know, upcoming events after WrestleMania. So.
And you still think Ronda's gonna win? I thought, wouldn't that be going against what your wrestling thing is saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If the rumors are true that she's not gonna wrestle,
okay.
You don't know that.
Right. So Joe, you're gonna go for Becky?
I am, but I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if you know, I'm not surprised if Charlotte would win. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronda wins, but I'm
right.
But wait,
my gut is going with Becky.
Well,
but listen. If Ronda doesn't win, it's gonna be Becky by submitting Charlotte Flair.
Well, it seems easy because that's the thing. It seems like, okay, it would make sense for Becky to just simply submit Charlotte. You know, that's why Charlotte's in the match.
Because then Ronda doesn't take the loss.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna listen. I know I might be wrong because the bum.
Girl?
No, hold on. Yeah, I know I might be wrong because the bum Becky Lynch is probably gonna win, or they're just gonna say, you know what, Ronda's like the best legit heel right now. Why make her lose? I feel like only if Ronda's really leaving, she'll probably lose. I honestly don't feel like the WWE got that much faith in Becky. Remember, a while ago, Vince said he didn't like Becky's voice, so that was like a thing he didn't like. But I'm just gonna say, you know what? Let's go for it. You know, Ric Flair's daughter. I'm gonna say Ric Flair's daughter is gonna be the one to be the first WWE woman to ever have both SmackDown Women's Championship and Raw Women's Championship. So I'm putting my. I'm going.
You know, there's a picture that WWE's released of Charlotte Flair holding both belts. So they said is that, you know, the WWE pretty much gave the match away by releasing that picture.
Nah, it's probably smoke and mirrors, but I'm gonna go with her though, just so that way it could be all of us could have picked a different person. You know what's cool though is when we do the next podcast next Wednesday, guys. Remember, next Wednesday. The crazy thing is,
this is the type of stuff that needs to be like the WrestleMania needs to be, you know, broadcast, have a podcast when the WrestleMania is going, and we're like all together watching the match.
Oh, you're right.
Watching the event.
You going for Becky Lynch?
And then that's when the podcast happens as WrestleMania is happening, and we're not showing the event because, you know, that's
right, yeah.
But we just show us watching the event and talking about it.
And talking about it, yeah. But either way, I think that still would be like, because we'll be kind of giving it up. People, think about it, people will be watching us. We literally will be giving out spoilers.
Nah,
you know?
If you go on YouTube, let's say if you go on YouTube when the WrestleMania is gonna start, You see all the wrestling channels doing that exact same thing. They're sitting in front of a TV watching it, and you just see the camera on them, and then their expressions and oh my God, I can't believe
it's a watch along.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
You don't see the match. You don't see the match or anything. You just see their expressions and them talking about it.
I remember one time we was watching a pay-per-view, and I had what I did. We was watching pay-per-view, and I had just a little bit of it, like I recorded, and I made it because it must have been like Father's Day or something, and I made the video like it was part of my Father's Day video. Man, YouTube flagged that video, and they would not let me make it, so I had to literally take that part out, because I had put that in there. But yeah, that would be cool if we could pull that off. Man. So let me ask you this, Joe. Are you actually into Becky Lynch?
I mean, she's all right. I mean, I don't know if any of those three. I mean, they're entertaining enough. I mean.
Come on, that Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Asuka match was amazing.
Yeah, I mean it's all good. I mean I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just so down about all this. I'm just kind of like, eh.
Joe doesn't give a fuck about WrestleMania.
I know, right?
I'm more excited about NXT on Friday than anything.
Takeover. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not for nothing, I'm gonna say something that you're not gonna like, but
you know what they say about that? They always got those 5-star matches on Takeover.
Well, I'm gonna say something that probably people don't like, but dude, I never thought Ciampa was anything special. I feel like, yo, when did Ciampa become like if anything? He was the bum of
what? His feud with Gargano? You're crazy.
Yeah, but hold on. I feel like when they was a team, he was like the bum, the dude that wasn't even popular. Everybody was always going crazy for him, for Johnny Wrestling, and then, you know, they end up turning him heel, which was cool. You know, whenever, you know, it's just Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty thing. You know, you turn, you know, whenever you do that tag team heel turn, it's kind of cool. But I feel like when he was champ, it's a shame that he was champ before Gargano, because it was like. He was like the most so blah as a champion. Like who did he even beat as a champion? I feel like he goes in that list.
Champion. Wasn't he champion for like 200 and some days?
Who Ciampa?
Yeah.
I don't know, but who did he beat? He goes in the line of like the boring, not good NXT champions, like for sure. Like when
because most of his reign was during where he was going against Gargano. I mean, he went and he beat Aleister Black, I think, for the title.
And remember, hold up, let's back up a little bit. He beat Aleister Black for the title because Gargano stepped in. Okay, let's continue. And I'm just saying. And how did he beat Velveteen Dream? Like, was that straight up? No, didn't he like put his feet on the rope or something? But I just feel like, I mean, he is a heel, but I feel like he didn't like beat no great names, nobody that was like super good. Like I feel like,
but, I mean, what great names were there?
Well, it ain't my fault.
Yeah, but it's not his fault either.
Well, that's why he's a bum. So why is he getting this whole big? God. He's great. Like why is he great and he ain't do nothing or beat nobody special?
Okay, like, tell me who Naomi beat that she's so special. Nobody.
Well, the difference between Naomi.
Your argument.
Hold up, not really. No. I'm gonna tell you the difference between my argument. The difference between my argument is when Naomi's in the ring, you can be like, oh man, wow. And when Ciampa's in the ring, exactly, and she slides down the ring on her knees. Any woman on her knees.
She did a split. She
slides on her knees?
Yeah.
She did a split, guys. She's amazing.
Wow.
Now you let me know.
She dances with like the Funkadactyls.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And listen. And she could do that like jump spinning thing. And now you name one move you ever seen Ciampa do. You was like, oh my God. one. Just name it, please. Cause I'll wait.
Dude, when he hit
puts on some great
Gargano,
matches,
when he
man.
pulled that when he pulled the ring back, the padding back off the ring,
and
he
DDT'd
hit
him
with that DDT him with it, and I believe his hands were handcuffed.
Oh man, he did a DDT. Ho, not the move Jake the Snake invented 800 years ago.
Nice.
That everybody do
nice.
as a regular move. Then it wasn't even his special.
Dude, I at least remember that. I cannot remember one thing that Naomi's done.
You are a lie. You just said you remember her sliding down the ring. Look, this how good Naomi is because you comparing Naomi.
I didn't say that.
You comparing Ciampa to Naomi.
She glows.
No, because you said that Naomi's so great, but you're gonna call Ciampa, garbage.
I mean, you brought up Naomi. I didn't.
It's not right.
It is right.
Oh, it isn't.
I mean, listen.
Him and Goldie were great.
He's put on 5-star matches, man.
With who?
With him. The match with Gargano. What are you talking about?
Dude, see, this isn't fair.
That was a 5-star
I don't even
match.
think all the matches that Naomi's been in would add up to 5 stars.
That's only considered a 5-star match because it was a rivalry match. I can't say the match itself was legitimate.
It had nothing to do with the rivalry. It had to do with their wrestling skills and the match they put on.
But I feel like he's just not a great he's nothing special about him as a wrestler, man. He's just like, I don't know, man. He's like indie dude 101. Like he's, not, I don't know. Just not. I just hear people like Ciampa. Oh my God! I'm just like, dude. I like literally never cared about him ever. And I watched.
Sit here and say that I was always, Ciampa is amazing, but he's a great wrestler. He's not my favorite NXT wrestler.
And I feel like they didn't do a good job. And I feel like they didn't do a good job of making him. They didn't do a good job of making him
like an amazing champion.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like nothing was special. It's just walking around holding the belt. Like I really can't even think of how many people he beat. Like he's been champion for a while, and like how many matches he even had. I feel like, I don't know, man. He's just like so blah to me.
Well, I mean, also NXT doesn't like overkill their talent either.
True. But then he's the Brock Lesnar of NXT. Then is what you're saying?
Oh my God.
Well, because that's what you're trying to say.
Everyone on NXT that's what you're trying. Like
that. No, because he was holding that title for hostage. No, I'm not saying he was like that. I get it. I get the NXT formula, which is good, but I just feel like it was just, I don't know, just nothing. I like a lot. Like I would hear people be like, "Oh, Ciampa." I'm like, is this like a? Because I'm telling you, I'm big on this whole. I dislike the internet thing. Like, granted, I liked Daniel Bryan when everybody was like on the Daniel Bryan train. But I don't like when like, a person is like so great because the internet doesn't like that WWE don't like them, so they're gonna push them. That just bothers me. And I feel like, I don't know, I always seen him as, like he was like the Matt Hardy of the of the group, and now he did something retarded, like walking around talking about Goldie, and it's popular. I'm like, wait, that's stupid. Like the Matt Hardy thing, during the Broken Matt Hardy, I legit thought it was a joke. I really think it was a joke at first, and then it got popular. But it's like, dude, Jeff is really the popular dude, right? You do know that. But I'm just saying.
No.
Sorry about that.
But anyway, it's just sad that storyline is not
gonna. Yeah. That does suck. Well, I was, but I mean, I won't say I was tired of it. I just wasn't even into it. Like it just wasn't something that that I really cared about that much, But it was like, okay. I mean, I always liked Johnny wrestling. Like I thought, like, oh man, it was something about this dude, But I'm sending you yeah. I feel like when he wrestles, man, he goes all out. I just feel like I can't say, maybe it's his wrestling style a little bit. Hey Joe, I sent you a thing to invite my friend. He just want to chime in. He's like a huge wrestling fan. No, because maybe it's private or something. So what I did is sent a suggestion. All you got to do is like, you know, look at the suggestion.
I don't see it.
Let me do it again. Or you could make it where I could, I don't know, go to the option or something and make it where I could send a request. Or invite somebody. I don't know, whatever you gotta do. Yeah, because I hit the thing that says, you will suggest this player to the party owner. And then I hit it. Hold on. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm trying to send it to you now because I'm not the party leader. So I'm trying to get him to, I suggested your name. So it's coming. Yeah, we're trying. Oh, yeah, I can invite it now. Hold on. It's alright, he probably had 4 championship matches, so. That none of us even remember, besides like the 4 the same against the same person. Alright, I sent the invite. Alright, so I already know. Alright, so guys, actually, Jose, you already know. You guys already know each other. But Brigatti Kid, aka Franco, the longest friend I ever had in my life. This is my buddy Joe and Jose. Y'all guys actually know each other. Yeah, man, gotta give you an introduction. We went through the whole list, but I know you're a super wrestling fan. So I know we're not going to be on here forever. We're probably getting to the end of it. But I just thought it would be cool to have a legit hardcore wrestling fan. You know, I know sometimes you may give these long answers. Just cut them a little short. But I mean, I love the way you think. And we're actually talking about something right now. I know you would go crazy on me if you hear what I just said, because both of them are kind of upset. But I'm going to say it. Let's not get too sidetracked, because we are getting sidetracked. Because we're not talking about the NXT card. We're more or less talking about the WWE card. But I personally think Ciampa's boring, and it's nothing special about him. But go ahead, you can let me have it, because I already know. Like, yeah. Right. And true.
I gotta say, I like this guy.
Yeah, but here's okay. So one thing we did mention earlier, though, is that. But look who he has. Like right now, let's be honest. NXT doesn't have the NXT where it was like when it was the Finn Balor's and it was the, you know, like that go around. Right. Yes. And listen, I don't think everything is his fault, but I feel like what I was saying was, you know, the guys were saying how long he had the belt, right? And I'm like, for me, I feel like it's not even that. Like, I feel like I feel like they haven't really done nothing like with his character to make me really get into him besides his feud with Johnny Wrestling. Like, obviously that's awesome, that's cool, but I feel like him and everybody else is like, either the other person, I feel like I'm more into them than Ciampa, and I know he's the heel, but I feel like he's more the whiny, holding the belt, my Goldie. Man, shut the hell up. Like, come on. Like, nothing makes me want to be like, yo, Ciampa is that guy. Like, no. Like, I just know.
What?
Johnny
No, that was
Badass.
Yeah, I mean, right. But can we hold on? Can we hold on? This has something to do with what you're saying. I just want to throw in there. Can we all admit? Can we all admit that Ciampa was the Matt Hardy of DIY though? Let's be honest. All right, just saying. Right. True. Joe just mentioned that too. Right. And you was with a DDT that Jake the Snake made 800 years ago.
Oh my God.
That was cool. Well, listen, he definitely have the presence because Johnny Wrestling carried him there. But what he did. But here's the question, Franco. Nah, you know what? Listen, it is what it is. Like, I'm just not that into him. But at the end of the day, he's not as good as my girl Naomi. Now that's just a side little joke. We was. Whoa. That's my girl. So, we really did. Well, hold up. No. Now, I didn't say that. Hold up. I didn't say that. But I actually do like her wrestling and stuff. I do like her, but, But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Right. Yep. Yeah. Broke. Yep. Yeah, she was injured. But you can't tell these two guys that because they don't remember that. Why? Because she's not memorable. Whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever, man. So let me ask you this, Franco. Oh, go ahead. No, what? Because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Because we want to ask you. Yeah. So here's the thing. We want to get to the you're a diehard fan. You've been watching wrestling since a little kid. So I want to know. Well, we want to know. Because we love this stuff. We're all over the place. I say this person. Joe said this person. Jose said this person. So it's cool to get you on here because all three of us picked a different person. And so now I want to hear. I think we want to hear who is winning the women's championship match and why. Because hold up, before you say that, I picked Charlotte, Joe picked Becky, and Jose picked Ronda. So we're all over the place. Yeah, man. Okay. Fanboy. Okay. Right. And by the way, guys, Eugene was the guy that called in earlier. Just wanted to let everybody know. But go ahead. Right. Not that much, but it's alright. Okay. Right. Hmm. Right. Yeah, I think that hurt her, but yeah, yeah. Hmm. Oh, hold on. Pause real quick. Just to make sure, I know you had your PlayStation, you got it back, and this might suck, but did you change that option so we could actually hear you? Yeah, cause I'm like, hold up, it just hit me. Like, wait, um, rem- yeah, yeah. So go to party settings, and then the second to the last thing says allow your voice to be heard. No, yeah, and it just hit me. Yeah, I put on always. All right. So,
Okay, so I'll cut out. It's perfect. So I'll cut out all the other shit, and I'll get right to my theory why Becky's gonna win. So they add they turn Charlotte from face to heel from one SmackDown to the other, right?
mhm.
And anybody that was coming up against Becky at that point instantly got the heel heat, right? So Charlotte is really good at being a heel.
Yeah.
So to put her up against Becky while Becky was white hot as a face slash tweener, and then Charlotte comes in as this heel, like people are just pissed off because they're like, oh, I hope they don't put Charlotte in the match, right? All of a sudden, Vince comes from nowhere, kicks Becky out the match, puts Charlotte in the match. Charlotte has nuclear heat. They're still trying to get Ronda over as a face. They can't because she's boring, And this is coming from a Ronda Rousey fan. She's
Right.
boring. All right, she needs a Paul Heyman, point blank. She needs a Paul Heyman in her corner. She should never fucking talk. Except the only thing she does right is when she gets angry.
Right.
Her angry part is good, but everything else you're just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up and put somebody in the armbar. Um, so So they figure out, all right, we're not going to be able to get her to be the face of this thing, so let's turn her heel too, because Becky can carry the whole match as the face of the match, right? The reason why Charlotte is in there is so that Becky can pin Charlotte, so that Ronda stays unpinned, but Becky gets the win, right? Because they're talking about Charlotte, they're talking about Ronda taking time off or whatever, to have a kid or some shit like that. So what they want to do is they want to keep her unblemished. Now this whole thing with having Asuka drop her belt to Charlotte pissed me off, but it also lines up with my theory about the women's division with the women's tag team titles. The women's division is not going to be split between SmackDown, Raw, or NXT. The women's division is going to be the first fully integrated division. So Becky's going to unify the belt while Ronda's gone. The tag titles are the ones that are already started crossing all the brands, and you're going to see the NXT women, the SmackDown women, and the Raw women wrestling on all three shows. So that is my theory of why Becky's going to win. And I know it sounds weird, but Becky's going to win the unit to basically bridge all three shows.
Wow, that'd be cool.
I don't agree with I don't agree with that, because NXT, it's, you know, run pretty much by Triple H, and then for all three to be combined together, how would Triple H still that'll be still Triple H's baby when they're all three combined together now?
So here's the thing: when I say they're going to wrestle across all three shows, I'm not saying all of the NXT women are pulled up or all the SmackDown and Raw women are pulled down, but
you're
just
saying
that
the women who have the belt.
Right.
The tag so the tag titles are going to float between all three brands, but you'll see, I feel like you'll see the women, like whoever has the women's title at the time, you'll see them go down. So we'll get to see that whole like champion versus champion for the NXT versus the WWE Women's Champion.
Right.
Like shit like that.
And I think he might have a little bit of a point, because remember, Sasha and Bayley did go to NXT and actually said that. They actually said, we're going to fight anybody on all three brands.
Exactly, but that was because of what they said. They said that since, you know, it's the women's championship belts, that they want to go to all platforms and defend their belts.
Right.
But check this out. I don't know if y'all caught this. Before they actually went and said that, and before like the titles were won, y'all gotta excuse me because I will randomly delete people's names out my mind for some reason. But there we go. Kairi Sane and what's the other girl's name? Like her best friend. Io Shirai.
Io Shirai.
Right. So before they actually finished the women's tag team thing and got the titles up and running, and before Bayley and Sasha went down there and said anything, they had already named them to the Sky Pirates tag team. They came out and wrestled as the Sky Pirates.
Yeah,
but and they flat out said they started doing the belt thing that they wanted the tag team titles. So I definitely feel like the tag team titles are going to be the one. It's definitely going to float between three brands.
Yeah, we was kind of sort of talking about that a little bit earlier, but we didn't include NXT. But we was talking about Smack, because I feel like the template to show you that the women's title will be unified is if you just see what's happening with the women's tag titles. The fact that they're, the Iconics are a SmackDown team, but they was actually on Raw, and Becky and Bayley was on SmackDown. It just shows that they're flying back and forth, and so I could see it being unified. Or do like I said, what Orton did before when he beat Cena and got both titles. He walked around with both of them for a while, and then they made it into one belt.
Which is fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, that WWE already has said that they want both brands to have their own women's championship belt.
Yeah, but think about it. If that's the case, why don't have two tag titles?
True that. I mean, ultimately, I think for me, I think it's a smart move because it opens the door for some of the secondary women who don't really get a lot of shine. Like, yo, throw them in like tag team matches, bro. so they can start getting TV time. Because think about
That's true.
Everybody's fighting for one belt. 2, if you count the 2 shows title. But it's like Raw's women's division is weak, bro. It is weak when you get past Sasha, Bayley. If you think about this, Sasha and Bayley were like the apex of the women's division. You had Nia Jax because she was the monster. They wanted to make her the monster heel or whatever. But once you get past them, it's like, who's really wrestling?
Well, the one person that I think could still be something special is Ember Moon.
Yeah, well, Ember Moon, I feel like they're in her way, man. They're in her way.
I agree.
And I think opening up all 3 brands to all of them, or at least crossing the back and forth, having the women cross between SmackDown and Raw, that opens up a lot of room for Ember Moon. I thought it was a mistake for them to put Ember Moon on Raw to begin with.
Yeah, because I feel like, even though it's cliche, but the land of opportunity is SmackDown. Because I feel like, honestly, not to knock Kofi Kingston, but he couldn't have got that off on Raw. You wasn't going to see Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar or nothing like that.
Let me correct you on that.
Wait a second. Anthony, are we done with the game, right? We're done with the game?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But Anthony, I want to correct you. What you said about Kofi on Raw, that he wouldn't have. He absolutely would have never even smelt that on Raw. Never.
Yeah.
Never came nowhere near it. You know what I mean?
Raw is like, you have to be like the big superstar, whatever. You know, you don't get that off on Raw.
Raw is, you are the established. If you're not one of the established 5, right? I say it's about 5 people at the top of Raw. And there's rungs, because you know what I mean. It's like in the title scene, there's 4 or 5 people. 4 or 5 people at max, right? And you got to be like somebody, not to use the word, but phenomenal to break into there out of nowhere. Like AJ Styles came in, and I think they didn't expect the pop he got at the Rumble. And then when him and Roman banged out for that 2 minutes or whatever it is at the Rumble, how people were going nuts. It was like the first time Roman was getting cheered in a long time. So AJ just broke the glass ceiling, got in right away.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's because of his skill. AJ's skills just, it's like undeniable. Like, dude, he had, he's so good. He's good on the mic.
Vince didn't see the point of signing him?
Yeah, I think I did hear that.
He didn't see the point of signing him. He said, I don't get it. Like, he said he's old, he's small, he's this, he's that. He's like, I mean, I guess we could get him just for, like, the namesake. And I think Vince was like, we're running for a couple months and he would fade away. Now Vince loves him. Vince loves AJ.
It's undeniable.
But AJ's really pushing, and I feel bad because I think he deserves it, but at the same time I'm like, no, I want you to stay, AJ. But I think he's pushing for like a Cena-ish schedule.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wants this, but for him it's to spend time with his family now. He wants to come in and wrestle a couple times a month and bounce.
Well, look, while we got you, because we're going to wrap it up soon, but all right.
I would assume he would have gotten that since he resigned. So
yeah,
he must have gotten what he wanted.
Yeah, he got something good for him to resign.
So what I want to ask you is Kofi Kingston. Come on, talk about Daniel and Kofi. Let me just hear what you who's
How much
winning.
are you gonna be, Ant? Because I got to go to bed soon.
All right, let him give his and then we're gonna shut this down. But quickly, Kofi Kingston, who's gonna win out of that?
I'm gonna go with the long shot. I'm gonna say Kofi, but I have my ulterior motives. I want to say Kofi's gonna win, and then Big E's gonna turn on both of them. I'm turn on them New Day on Monday.
Oh, and turn on both of them? Wow.
Not on Monday. On SmackDown. He's going to turn on the New Day on Tuesday.
Got you. So just not them two, but just Big E.
Yeah, I think Big E's going to turn on Tuesday and break up the New Day, because there's been rumblings of New Day breaking up for a while.
Well, I just heard that Big E was going to get a big push, but here's the cool thing.
About the push.
Yeah, here's the cool thing. So what we did is wrote down all of what we thought was going to be, all of our predictions. And the cool thing is this is right now is live, but I'm going to make it into a YouTube video so we can always watch it back. And then we're going to do another podcast next week Wednesday, and we're gonna actually go over all our predictions. So I'm gonna write down your predictions as well.
Let me get this right though. So y'all podcast is on Wednesday, right?
Well, no. So we stream on Wednesday. Usually we play video games.
Stream on Wednesday.
But
okay.
every now and then we decide when something's going on. Let's just turn into a podcast. So tonight.
Start shooting me a message. I would like to jump in with y'all a little earlier. Like I literally had just got off of work when you messaged me.
But I just want to make sure you said Becky, right? Because I'm putting this down. So what's going to happen is we're going to add you to it.
Match, I'm going to say Becky.
Okay. And you're going to say, and you said Kofi.
Becky for the women, Kofi for the SmackDown. I'm sorry, I can't long shot Raw. I'm going to say Brock because I just don't see it happening.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, those are the big.
Y'all probably didn't talk about this, but I think they're setting us up for a failure with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I do not think Apollo Crews is going to win it.
Damn, and I said Apollo Crews.
For some reason, I just don't think he's going to win. I think it's going to be like when freaking what's name won it. What's that? I don't want to say the word be inappropriate, but what's that fool's name that you ain't seen since the Rumble? Mojo Rawley.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody expected Mojo to win, and he won. I think it's going to be somebody like that's going to win.
Well,
hey, matter of fact, it'd be perfect time to break a what's name streak.
Well, look, this is the cool thing because I can't wait to. It's going to be so interesting for us watching Mania because we came up with all these predictions. So as we're watching it, I'm going to be looking back on all the things, the notes, and be like, "Oh, he said this, he said that," and I'll be looking at yours too.
But Naomi's going to win the women's Rumble.
Go ahead, man. Whatever. Well,
have you seen the Twitter? Have you seen all the Twitter shit?
Nah, I haven't paid attention to that. But look, let me do this.
I think it's a work, bro. I think it's a work. I think she's going to end up winning the Rumble.
All right, I'm going to drop that down.
The women's battle royal.
Well, let me just close I mean, we can still talk, but let me just close because I know Joe got to go. And but I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. I'm glad that me, Joe, and Jose got together again to do this. Guys, if you like what you heard, please stay the next week Wednesday because it's going to be crazy to go over our predictions and we're going to be able to trash talk each other. And me and Jose even got a bet. So I wrote it down. One of us got to pay for the other person to eat dinner at Minetta's, or AKA Broad Street Diner. So
based off of the predictions?
Yeah.
No, no. The bet.
I hope Jose wins.
Oh no. Well, no, because he said John Cena will have a match, and I said no, he won't. So if John Cena has a match, then I got to take him out and pay for dinner.
The swerve. John Cena versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I wish. But all right, guys, thanks a lot. Check us out next Wednesday. Remember, every week at Wednesday, 8 p.m., we also do live streaming for video games. We usually do free-to-play games, so we invite you guys to actually play with us. That's why it's All Purpose Champ and the crew, which is everybody. So thanks a lot. We'll talk to you guys. Joe, Jose, you guys got any last things you want to say?
Nah. Tune in. What is it? Next Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Just to hear how right I was.
All right.
We're going to the diner.
That's good.
Look, I want my grilled cheese and bacon with my coleslaw and pickle. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
And a root beer float. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
See ya.
And now your mama knows. Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for coming.